tonight. Here we go. Ready at center ice. Into the draw, Mr. Faille. He's got it, sends to the Fort Wayne D. They send in a quick forecheck, and here they come back up ice. Good lead pass into center. Moving in hard is Perlini. He got a shot away. Rebound out front, picked up by Ouellet. Still dropped off in the corner. They come to the front of the net. Oh, it's out there and poking away Perlini. It's still loose, and finally it is Vazzano laying on top of that one and hanging on. Two unbelievable chances right off the top. All right, faceoff will stay in the Evansville zone off to the left of Vazzano. And they're at it again. Ready, set, scrumming for it. Out at the point, cross point pass, all the way left point. They fired on the net, wide, knocked down, trying to dig it off and dump it out. Humphreys, the D-man, it's blocked at center ice. Now taken away as the Komets continue with the back check. Cleared cross rink and on the rush, going to the Fort Wayne line. Deep into the corner is Rumble, the D-man, sends it off the far wall. Good hit from behind that time as the Komet D-man Mike Tom took care of his man. Ooh, this one squirts away. Komets go after it. Can they get there? Nope, they're skated off the puck as Justin McDonald, the D-man, comes back up with it. In they go to the zone, knocked away that time by Zarbo with his hand, and the Komets clear behind their own net and work their way back up ice. Hesitant for a moment, but here they come. All the way at center ice. Oh, and right into the zone they come. Faille just couldn't quite handle the pass, but here come the Komets again as Embach puts it way up in the air, sends it down in the corner, retrieved by the D-man Martel. Up on the wall. Here they come, and at center on the move. They've got 2-on-2 coming to the Komet line, going deep. The Fort Wayne D had a piece of that, lost it at center, can't get it back, and it floats back in the Komet zone. Back up the middle, a little tip pass nicely at the center ice zone by Faille, but apparently he had not passed over center ice before he made the tip, and we will have an icing and a face-off inside the Fort Wayne zone. We're scoreless, period one, 18:27 still to go, and this is Komet hockey.
The puck is dropped on another Komet season. And what better way to get ready to watch the K's than with a pregame party? Aunt Millie's Deli Buns and your party spread will put the biscuit in the basket for your guest. To face off with some great sandwich ideas for your party, visit AuntMillie's.com. Whatever you put inside the sandwich, it's always a winner when you include Aunt Millie's Deli. And speaking of winners, go Komets!
Komet Hockey is brought to you by Auto Owners Insurance and Colligan & Company in Fort Wayne.
Komets make a line change now. Risk goes into the faceoff as his line mates are ready there. Lowry going on the right side. Komets send it in behind the net as Clark on. Clark, he fights for it down the wall. Came to center. Good move there as it's cleared cross rink. Komet defense as Saul just bumps it back into the corner. He's hit by Danny Johnston. Up they come. Try to keep it alive. Oh, and almost stealing that one, Clark, but it skipped off his stick. Komets have it back. Cross rink now. Martin on the move at center. Here goes Risk into the zone. Clark working his way at the line. A drive went wide of the net. Held in that time as Lowry dumps it deep behind the net. They cycle it back as Risk has it. Now here we come as digging it out on the zone. Trying to get it up top was Clark. They get it there. Can't get the shot away. Round they come now as it comes towards center. Can't finish it off. Komets get a line change. Here comes Evansville on their way to the line and waiting for the pass to come in. It goes off behind the net, left by Will. Hurry, hurry, as the D-man around the zone is beat to the puck, knocked off the play, and they fired on the open wing, and they still can't get to it. Round behind the net, Will watching the action here as the Komets have kind of lost their zone. Good hard forecheck that time by Evansville, but Komets try to break out, and they send it right back in the zone again. They're going to buzz as hard as they can and get Komets running around, and they've got them doing that right now. Here they come at the net, bounce wide, and again they couldn't get there in time, as it is going to be Ouellet out front of the net. Here we come, pushing it back up ice. Komets leading to Will to Ouellet, and Ouellet puts it wide of the net. It's blocked, though, knocked down by the back check on the D-man, and they send it back in the Fort Wayne corner. Back hard is going to be Lacoste. Lacoste back up the middle, turned away by Severyn. In he goes, flips it over the D. Down they go deep in the zone trying to make a play. as Saudik took a dive at Severyn, couldn't get him. Here the Komets now in the zone, fighting hard. Perlini can't get it. Up it comes, and Sarbo coming to center. Passed wide right side into the zone, rumble to the corner. Can't get a shot away. Look out. They finally give away just enough time so they do get a shot on Roman, but he had the corner covered. Here they come again. They're all over it. Come on, Komets. Get into high gear. Some good hitting going on down the zone, and they give it up again. Into the zone they come. Komets take a look. Changing lines for both teams. Komets behind their own net, waiting for the line change to finish, and it does. Here we come. Komets came back out of the zone, still carrying. They're working at it. Here comes Will. I should say, no, it was Lacoste. And he goes. He got a shot that's deflected wide of the net. Played off the wall by Antoine, and Thoine coming back to it. Komets can't get the forecheck, and here comes Evansville back at center. A long drive off the stick of Martel, the D-man, but it was deflected and flipped away. Komets try to play it again. They're shooting everything on the net, I'll tell you. You better make sure you get it, and they're taking a body every time around. Here comes Szydlowski. In goes Sid. Little short drop pass to Embach. He's ridden off the play. Back it comes. Komets have to get back on side, and here comes Evansville. Down the zone. In goes Antoine. Antoine can't get the shot away. They break that up, but he's got it back, and the Komets try to play it. They do. Clearing back out of the zone, going hard. Here we come. Daniels. Lead pass goes in wide, trying to toe drag that. Embach couldn't get it. Daniels keeps it alive in the zone, trying to steal at 5. They've got it again. Here's Szydlowski, a drive right in front of the net. Embach, and he couldn't turn it in. Here they come again. Now Komets in a defensive change. Back comes Evansville. Fort Wayne zone, wide left side at the net. Good save, Will. With the rebound, Saul trying to come up with it. Knocked away. Picked back up. Komets loose again. Couldn't get to the puck. Evansville all over it. Here they come, trying to move out front. Granbois can't get the puck. Up they come, lead pass, tap to center. Szydlowski gives a long lead pass to the line. In they go. Komets have it. Here we go one more time. They're looking away nicely. Martin spins away once, twice, trying to find a point man. He's got it out there, driven back in the corner by Saul. Here's behind the net. It will be Schrock. Taken away. Back up they come. Evansville break into the line. Can't get by Saul. Granbois going wide left. Saul spins him off the puck. Here it comes back up ice, and moving his wrist at center. Feeds it in nicely on the zone. Back they come, front of the net. Can't get to it. Blocked. Komets get it back. Down the line, fighting hard for the puck on the wall. Unable to get to a piece of this one again as they get banged off the play. Up it comes, left wing moving out. Granbois at center. Sends it cross rink into the Fort Wayne zone. Can't get by the D. Sliding a soft pass in the corner. Komets up with it again. Here we come. There's room. Take a look. Wide on the wing right side. Over the zone. Schrock dumps it deep. Komets on a line change. Humphreys recovers for Evansville behind his own net, trying to set it up. We still have 13 plus to go, period 1. It's all the way to the Komet line. They send it in. It's poked away, but they get it back on a trailer. Komets break it up. They're 3-2 coming the other way. Here's Ouellet all the way up top. He gets it wide. And they missed the net on an open shot. Unbelievable. They had what they wanted. Here comes McDonald back down ice in front of the net. Good back check that time by the Komets, and they got a shot anyway. Back in the corner we come. Picked off as Lacoste behind the net. Gets away from one. He's got to move it. Out at center. Now, come on, you got to go with the flow. And they send it back in as Severyn dumps it deep behind the net. Recovered by Martel, the D-man. Evansville back up ice. Forechecking Schrock. Couldn't come up with it. Now they send it back to center ice. And a slow whistle for an offside, and that's what it's going to be. We are scoreless, period 1. Komets, Evansville. This is Komet Hockey.
Aaron's has some really great news. Aaron's is offering 120 days same as cash. That's right, and here's how it works. Sign a new lease agreement, and you have a full 4 months, 120 days to pay Aaron's everyday low price. They even offer a 20% instant rebate if you purchase outright. 120 days same as cash. Not bad, huh? Just stop by or call to learn more. And remember, you don't need credit. All you need is Aaron's. And nobody beats Aaron's. Nobody.
Friday nights, it's the granddaddy of them all, The Score, with Fort Wayne's best. Tommy Schegler, Dean Pantazzi, and Ken Horman highlighting Northeast Indiana's high school gridiron and hoops action. Then, when others go dark, we're just getting started with more of The Score at 11:35 on sister station MyTV Fort Wayne. Add in Sound Off with the Komets, the Tin Caps, 18 Komet road games, and sports specials year-round. And you have the most local sports coverage hands down. And it's all from 21 Alive.
Komet Hockey is brought to you by Auto Owners Insurance and Insurance and Financial Services in Auburn.
All right, Komets dump the puck deep into the Evansville zone, get a line change out. And the Icemen now send it all the way into the Fort Wayne zone, right on the net. Back in a hurry, Martin. He's beat to the puck. Up they come on the wall, left side, trying to get it back out of the zone. They fight for it at the point, left side, but picked off again. Here are the Komets with it, wide of the net again as they couldn't dig it out. Here they go out at center. Good lead pass there. Into the zone we come. Tipped wide that time as Lowry tried to send it deep in Evansville. Comes back, and here they come at the line. They got a man coming deep around behind the net. Couldn't get the centering pass. Saul took that one away, and it's blocked in front of the net, and hanging on is Roman. Bad turnover that time. They just kind of lazily let it go on by and had their pocket picked. But they've got to be on top of their game. This Evansville club's not going to give them anything. We're scoreless here, period number 1. This is Komet Hockey.
Save on gasoline and get free Komet Hockey tickets. Get a Marathon Visa card at any Marathon station and earn up to 25 cents per gallon rebate. Also, pick up a Komets fill-up card and earn a buy one, get one free ticket offer to any Friday night regular season home game. At Marathon, you can earn a 25 cents per gallon savings on gas and a free game ticket. Marathon, fueling the American spirit. And now, back to Komet Hockey with Bob Chase.
Komets got a good shot at it that time, but Visano was there, covered the short side off the left wall, deflected it up onto the mesh. So we'll face it off deep in the Evansville zone to the left of Visano. Ready to go. As Severyn in trying to get to the faceoff, almost picked it off. Now the Komets have it out front. Here they go. Shots. They get a goal or not? Yes, they do. As Ouellet spun around behind the net. Light didn't go on. Didn't know whether it went in or not. Short side, but bingo, we are there at 9:15 of period 1. Komets take the lead. Ouellet the goal. He put it off behind the net, circle behind, came out on the short side and jammed it in between Visano and the post, and we are 1-0 Komets. See who got the assist on the play. But we're on the board, which is important. Komets still scrum for the face-off. They get it
Fort
back.
Wayne, common goal.
Over center.
He is 16th of the season.
Saul.
Scored by number 24, Christian Ouellet.
Moves
The goal was unassisted. Time of the goal, 9 minutes,
unassisted
15 seconds.
Goal by Ouellet.
Common goal scored by 24
They
Ouellet.
come back at us right now. Look out. Around behind the net. Komets have it. Risk is knocked off the play. They got a man out front.
First Credit Union.
Trying to get a shot away now. Out at the point. Can't get it back. So look out. Good save that time as Will was in the traffic. Oh, big hit too. As that time it was Martin got a real bang on his guy. Here they come back to center ice. Komets go in on the forecheck, trying to chase his man away was Lowry. Can't get him. Here they come back, Fort Wayne zone again. Around behind the net, trying to move the puck. Grambaugh, but he's checked loose on the play. Komets move it out at center. Here comes Risk. Lead pass is good into the zone. Tried a tired flip behind the net. Didn't work out. Up they come, all the way at center. Embach following it back to the Fort Wayne line, and they get on by the D-man. Scooting on by in a hurry was Antoine. Komets back, moving it up the wall, going in deep now. Faille checks it off, couldn't hold it at the line, turned back into the corner. And moving it one more time, centering it, Saudek couldn't play it. Komets pulled off the play again, trying to move it back up ice, and there's a lot of contact. Around behind the net we come. Here's Szydlowski. As Sid goes, and you can't knock Sid off a puck, I'll tell you. He's just as steady as a rock. Here come the Komets. Back up ice. Daniels. Move it, move it, move it. In we go all the way right side. He looks to the corner. Behind the net. Still got it. Spun off the play. Got it back. Sees behind the net. Intercepted. Up the left wing. On the break at center. Freeman. Freeman on his way to the Komet line. Caught from behind by Szydlowski. Embach with it. Around behind the net. They've got room. Komets on the move. They're going to try it again. Bad pass by Embach. Couldn't make it go. Komets intercept it, then lose it. They get it back and trying to stay onside, which they do. Down toward the corner. Komets in hard, reaching for this one. Martin can't play it. Here they come behind the net. It's Tam trying to move it out, and boy, they lose it in front of the net, and they get a goal. Another bad play in front of their own zone. Komets piddling around with it. Wow, what's wrong here? 11:30. Evansville has tied it at 1. This is Komet hockey.
Hey, truck fans, you want to see something new for 2015? You can at your GMC and Chevy dealerships. Trucks built by the proud union members of UAW Local 2209. These quality trucks are made right here in Northeast Indiana. Hard-working union members take personal pride in the craftsmanship and attention to detail needed to produce these new trucks. They can build one for you. Take a look at a world-class quality-built truck. See them today at your Indiana and Ohio GMC and Chevy dealers.
Crowd at the bar making you sweat?
Uh-huh.
Could you use some ice-cold refreshment?
You bet.
Then Coors Light may be right for you. Could result in epic nights, maximum refreshment, great times, awesome memories, high fives, smiles, Rocky Mountain refreshment, Blue Mountain refreshment, quadruple epic refreshment, killer parties, and totally refreshed killer parties. Ask your bartender for Coors Light today.
Definitely.
When cold refreshment calls, Coors Light answers. Frost brewed Coors Light, the world's most refreshing beer. Coors Brewing Company, Golden, Colorado. With great beer comes great responsibility.
You are listening to Komet Hockey with Bob Chase, Radio Ringside.
Okay, Zarbo gets the goal, also unassisted. We're tied 1-1, and the Komets better wake up because they've got a hockey game here, even though Evansville won a very few games. And the Komets are playing right into their hand right now because Evansville's given it everything they've got. Out front they come again, and the Komets clear this one. Skate coming to center. Lowry, good move there for him. Sends it just wide of the net, but it's played by Vazzano, the goaltender. Cycle in the Komet zone. They keep it alive right now. Out at the point, sent right back deep into the corner that time by Martin. Evansville in control. Grambois behind his own net up the middle. Here's a drive on the money and a good save. Ouellet behind the net. Good forecheck. Took his guy off the play. Here they come back up ice again. And Evansville working hard. Going to the line. Saul deep in the corner. He's got it back. Came up the wall. Lead pass at center. Moving nicely. Schrock into the zone. Schrock, he's there. He's got help. Looks. Where's he going? Behind the net. Lead pass good there to Martin. Martin behind the net. Nobody there. And it comes as Faille in, tying up his guy deep on the zone. That's Humphreys. Komets scrum for it down deep in the corner, sending it off behind the net, clearing around the far wall. Try to keep it alive. They couldn't get it at center as Aaron Clark takes over for the Komets at his own blue line. Here they come back up again. Bad pass as Clarkey took his guy with him anyway. They miss another pass. Front of the net. Whoa, what a save on that one. Here they come out front. No further play. They get everybody wrapped up in front of the net, and the Komets again. There's no jump to what they're doing, and it's making it difficult. And they've got to get this thing in order. 6:06 left. This is period 1. The score tied 1-1, and this is Komet hockey.
Midwest Gloves and Gear is always in full bloom and boasts a broad line of garden gloves and accessories that suit any gardener's needs. The Garden Glove line features many gloves for mom, dad, and kids. The accessory line features garden tools, hats, kneeling benches, bags, footwear, and more to help make sure your garden always stays in full bloom. When you need gloves and gear, think Midwest Glove and Gear, Chillicothe, Missouri.
WOWOAM and FM, Fort Wayne.
All right, the timeout is concluded, and we're all set. We're ready to roll here as the Komets are caught at 1-1. And they are just, it's I don't know what it is, but it's that same old story of a slow start. And you can't have slow starts for anything you're doing at this time of the year. And I'm sure they'll get it all rectified and put it in balance. But Evansville came here for one reason, and that was to win if they could. And, man, are they coming. They are all over us right now. The forecheck is hard. They're physical. They're not letting us find any air or open spots. It'll be Antoine into the faceoff for Evansville as they go for it. Back out at the point. Look out. Knocked down front of the net. And a drive went wide. Picked off there as Antoine got a shot at it. Here they come. Komets just dump it out in desperation, then overskate the play. Here they go. Into the zone hard. Daniels dumps it deep. Komets behind the net. Here's Faille. Faille looking. Out at the point. From the point, the shot, the save, and hanging on.
Shop Comet quarters tomorrow when same on all inline.
So the face-off will stay in the Evansville zone. And they'll change them up again as Al's moving the lines kind of quick here right now. Trying to find some spots for him. Okay, back on we come as Severyn will go to the center spot. Ouellet will be on one of the wings as they tip it out. Perlini on the other side. Ouellet gets caught in the zone trying to dump it. Now back up they come. Here's a shot. Hanging on. The goaltender, Severyn on the doorstep, but Vazano's there and he's got the biscuit. So the face-off continues in the Evansville zone. They've outshot us 10-9. And they've tied us 1-1 on the scoreboard. Both goals unassisted. Ouellet at 9:15 and Zarbo at 11:35. Komets now with it. They try to get it out front again. Fighting for the puck. Perlini had to go in to help. Didn't work out. Greiner coming up at center. Komets with a defense. Move it back. And Lacoste fans on a pass. Into the zone they come. Good hard hit from behind by Severyn. Komets in the corner. Trying to dig it off is Zarbo out the wall. And if forecheck is on, they take the puck away from the Komets in their own end. They work hard down in the corner. Zarbo shoving it down deep. He's got it. And the Komets get beat again. Here they come. Zarbo in front of the net. Right side. Can't play. Up top. Drive. Save. Rebound off the glass. They sent it in front of the net. Hanging on as well. Nobody around to help. Come on, you guys. Let's get at this thing. We better get serious or we will be in serious trouble. First period of play. 1-1 the score. Komets in Evansville. We're outshot 11-9 so far in the period. And the only two stats are a goal apiece, one each team, both unassisted. All right, back we come. Face off to the right of Roman Will. On the wall, fanning on the pass that time was Martin. Off behind the net, they're jamming for it. And here come the Komets, moving hard to the zone. Lowry trying to tip it in deep. He's in there, around in front of the net, right out front. It came as Martin trying to get a stick on it. Komets have it back, though. Here's Schrock. Schrock, still with it, moving it up and down the wall, coming away. One more time, Martin's got it, trying to move it out top. Now it's going to be instead to Lowry. Lowry coming up, dropped the pass off. He kept it alive in the zone again. Going after it, down deep, can't get the play. Got it back again. At the point, here we come as it's a drive. Rebound out front, nobody close. Here they come wide, Fort Wayne zone. Grambois going in, he's got a man coming up the middle, can't get the pass to him. Down on the corner, in they come. As Saul cleans out the front of the net, cleaned it out again. Komets coming back with it. Now up ice they come, moving to center ice. Komets going to the line. In deep it comes. A drive by Risk, rebound out front. Trying to jam it, can't get it. Recovered instead by Antoine. Antoine at center. Komets take it away as picked up by Martin. He cycles off with the defender, get back on it again, and up ice we come. Moving to center, in goes Daniels, hard left, can't find his play. Looks, can't get a point man, nobody to cover it. They got it again, taken away. He looked at the point, couldn't get the play again. Komets send it deep that time, as it's Clark going back in the corner, trying to dig it off the wall. In hard, big hit down the corner. Ooh, out in front, they keep it alive. Up, fanning. Here's a drive, just missed the net. As that time, Leach unloaded a bullet, but it deflected up onto the screen. 3:09 left in period one. 1-1 is the score. Komets in Evansville, and this is Komet Hockey.
Here's some good policy from your local independent agent and Auto Owners Insurance. When you insure your home and car with us, you receive a multi-policy discount. And when you add Auto Owners Life Insurance, you get a special discount on your home and car insurance. Auto Owners Insurance will save you money on all of the insurance you already have. Now that's good policy. Auto Owners Insurance, the no-problem people.
For all your insurance needs, visit Insurance and Financial Services in Auburn. Komet Hockey is brought to you by Auto Owners Insurance and Gregory Associates in Fort Wayne.
Komets now controlling the attacking zone as Szydlowski putting on a show. He's going to have it again. Here's Embach with it now. Embach at the point. Cross-point pass. And it's going to be Leach a drive. It went wide. Recovered and sent around behind the net that time by Griner. Griner can't play. Up they come. Drive taken away again. Now here's Leach. Front of the net. Oh! Clark right out cold turkey. Missed the pass. Back over the top. Here they come again. Komets keep it alive in the zone. Still at it. Still working for it. Down they come. Can't play. Trying to clear it out. Doesn't work. Komets go in hard, chasing it down in the corner. It'll be picked off, and an icing call is made as a touch by Leach. 2:12 left in period one. 1-1 the score. Komets and Evansville. And the shots on goal are even at 11 apiece. Komets seem to be coming alive a little more right now. Let's hope so, eh? All right, Severyn going back into the faceoff, sends it in behind the Evansville net. Back up the wall it comes, chasing it down hard to the Fort Wayne line will be Wu. That's Lacoste, and another icing call by the Evansville Icemen, and they send it right back into the Evansville zone. 2:05 left. It is period one. We are tied at 1. All right, Severyn again heads into the draw. Severin's got it, couldn't finish it off. He gets scrambling along the wall. They try to jam it loose. They don't have it anywhere yet. Severyn gets roughed up. Back it comes to center ice. Komets have it as Tam comes back up the near wall. His pass too long, intercepted, and Evansville back at it again. Here they come, Fort Wayne zone. This one off the side of the net. It is played on the corner. As Martin goes back for it, he's hit off the puck. They get it at the point. Look out. Came wide all the way to the right point. Back they come to the left side. It's taken away nicely by Bushbacher. He tries to move it to the front of the net. Evansville still got it. Sending it out to the point left. Now it goes on the goal again. Look out. Came wide left side. Recovered by Rumble. Rumble behind the net. Komets can't get it loose as Martin can't play it. Martin trying to move it. They still can't get it out. Flip back up the wall by Ouellet. Here they come to center. Dumped deep into the zone by Perlini, and the Komets get a line change with 1:05 to go in the first period. 1-1 is our score. Back they come off behind the net, trying to move their way back out of the zone. Komets forecheck keeps it alive. That was picked on the short side, but it was Vizano who just sort of tipped it up off the screen, and that will get a face-off deep in the Evansville zone. First period running away here. It's been a quick period, not a lot of whistles. And it hasn't been especially physical. It's just been kind of up and down and see who's going to get something. All right, here we come. Faille into the face-off now in the draw against Antwine. Antwine beats Faille to the puck. Up they come and moving out left wall. It's Freeman coming to center. Broken up for a moment, but back they come into the zone. Out the front of the net. Look out, another one. They scramble, and it's all covered up by Will. No additional play. All right, face-off will stay in the Fort Wayne zone. 45 seconds left in period one. Off to the left to Roman Will, the Komet goaler. (13-11) shots on goal now favoring Evansville. Back it comes, Fort Wayne zone. Back up the wall. They give this one away. Now they steal it. Here they go. Szydlowski is there. He's there. He shoots. Short side. Sid's got it out at the point left side. Leach is there. Feeds to Sid. Back they come down the lane. Sid's got it. Trying to move it across. He gets tripped up on the play. Moving it in. They come Fort Wayne zone. Wide right past Saudek into the corner. Good hit that time by Leach, who broke it up. Here they come into the zone. Have to play it. Now it's offside. They send it back in the corner. 10 seconds still left. The 1-4 check is in. And what are they going to do with it? It's just going to be Daniels, and he and Leach play catch a little bit with it, waiting for the clock to run out. And that's just exactly what they did. Clock does run out. It is tied 1-1 at the end of one period of play, and the most satisfied guy in the house has to be Al Sims right now, as he is still in this hockey game, and he is really in the hockey game as he is out-hustled the Komets here in period number one, and they still have a 1-1 tie. We will be back in just a moment. This is Fort Wayne Komet Hockey.
Want to live a healthier life? You don't need to train for a marathon to do it. Even small changes can help you feel better. And at Parkview, it all starts with one word: go. Go for a walk. Go spend time with friends. Go do something simple right now to improve your well-being and take the Parkview Go Challenge. It's all about creating balance in your life. Mind, body, spirit, and community. For more healthy ideas, log on to parkviewgo.com. Parkview, your partner in health.
If you're looking for a way to see the Komets for less, then you'll want to read all about it. Find coupons on Komet ads in print editions of the Journal-Gazette and News Sentinel for seats in the Fort Wayne newspaper's extra section for only $8. Save $5 per ticket with your extra section coupon. For more information, check the latest edition of the Journal-Gazette or News Sentinel, or visit Fort Wayne Newspapers downtown on Main Street. Pick up your coupon today for extra special savings on the Komets, courtesy of the Fort Wayne Newspapers extra section.
It's Chevy Truck Month, when you can depend on Silverado, the most awarded pickup of 2014. And once you've built the family of the most dependable, longest-lasting full-size pickups on the road, you find new roads to conquer and introduce Chevy Colorado, the 2015 Motor Trend Truck of the Year. Chevy trucks, high-strength steel for high-strength dependability. And now you can depend on great offers during Chevy Truck Month. See your Northeast Indiana and Ohio Chevy dealers. Dependability based on longevity 1987 through April 2013 full-size pickup registrations.
Time for the Tim Hortons Coffee Break Intermission Report. Presented by Tim Hortons, the official coffee and donuts of the Komets.
Well, after one, it's 1-1. The Komets and Evansville Icemen here at the Memorial Coliseum on a Wednesday night in ECHL play. Evansville playing the year out, and a lot of guys on this hockey club now are kind of playing for what they hope will be a look next year. And some of that information will be forthcoming momentarily, as Al Sims will be my guest here between periods 1 and 2. But in the first period of play, it was a kind of a surprise, only because Evansville really came out with the guns blazing. Komets scored first. Ouellet stole the puck behind the net, circled around, tucked it in the short side, the left, just inside the left post, and it was 1-0 Komets. Ouellet 16th of the year unassisted. Didn't last long, though. Komets piddling around in their own end, just could not, under any conditions, control his own. The puck was stolen by Zarbo, and Zarbo just right out front, 5 feet away, unloaded a bullet and beat Roman Will at 11:30, and we're tied 1-1. Shots on goal, 11-13. They favor the Evansville Icemen as well. So it has not been what you might call a dominant game for the Komets. Evansville working hard, and right now they're right in the middle of the mix here, and that's got to be good for them as they head for their dressing room. The Komets, on the other hand, certainly looking around wondering what the heck is going on, as they're going to have some problems. They have to get unwound and get into the next best gear, and they haven't shown that gear yet. And this is something that's been kind of typical of the Komets. First game in the week, chug, 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 slow start. Second period, they up the tempo. And they're a heck of a good skating hockey club. And then the end of the second period, they go back and up the tempo again in the third period. But it isn't quite as smooth as I'm sure Gary Graham wanted to be here in the first period of play. But they'll get all this thing adjusted and get it all set up, no doubt about it. Fairly small midweek crowd. I'd look at maybe 5,600 to 5,800 here for this one. And, of course, Friday night's a big night here for the Komets, as it will be Elmira in town. And the Komets will be here the following Wednesday with Cincinnati. And then the final game of the year, regular season, Saturday night, which is the 11th. And it will be Cincinnati back again. And, of course, that's the big night for the Komets. That is their player awards night, when all the boys will receive their recognition, much of it from the press, who will vote on all the team awards with the exception of the MVP award. That is voted on by the players themselves just before the final game of the year. Secret ballot picked up by the general manager, David Franke. Then it's counted, and nobody except David knows who the winner is until he makes the announcement during the ceremony following the game. It's a lot of fun. Some of the good stuff that's coming up here, the Knob Brick Award for the Stonewall Defensive Forward of the Year. They can be counted on by the head coach to play tough defense both ends of the rink, no matter what the situation. Then, of course, the Unsung Hero Award, the 5:30, in tribute to Robbie Irons and the late Terry Pembroke, two long-time Komet players and members of the Komet Hall of Fame. We'll cover more of those categories for you after we take a little break and after we hear a little conversation from the former Comet coach, Al Sims. Stay where you are. We'll be right back. This is Comet Hockey.
Michael's Photography, the leader in business portraits. Every business needs a professional business portrait so that your clients can connect with you on a personal level. How many business photos have you seen that are just plain terrible? And how did that change your perception of the person or company? A business portrait taken by Michael's is a positive image. Don't fall in the it's good enough trap when it comes to your business portraits. Great business portraits taken by Michael's. Call for your appointment today. 482-2660.
Presenting the official list of things your husband will never buy. 100 powdered wigs, 5 electrolysis appointments, a 3-tiered cake stand made of bone china. But if your husband's identity is stolen, he could buy anything. Help protect you and your family from identity theft with Fifth Third Identity Alert Premium. To learn more, stop by your nearest Fifth Third Banking Center or visit 53.com/ID Alert. Fifth Third Bank, the curious bank. The benefits in Fifth Third Identity Alert and Fifth Third Identity Alert Premium are provided by Fifth Third's vendor, Affinion Benefits Group.
It's the Dodge Boys here from Embach Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram. It's our award season event. Now's the time to buy a car or truck. Tell us about it, Ryan.
Matt, the brand new Chrysler 200S is the hottest selling sedan. And right now you could drive one home for an unbeatable low payment of just $175 a month with $175 down. And the 2015 Chrysler Town & Country Touring L is fully loaded with full leather interior and a DVD player for just $359 a month.
Hey, March is truck month, and that's what we're all about. Casey?
That's right, Matt. Let's start with a payment of just $259 a month on a new Ram Crew Cab Express 4-wheel drive. No matter what business you're in, get huge savings on the all-new Ram ProMaster commercial vans that really deliver.
I like it. It all starts when you shop online at GlimmerDodge.com.
Matt, you'll find over 500 vehicles at GlimmerDodge.com and get your best deal on a Dodge Boy deal.
We make it fun to buy a car, don't we?
Yes, we do. Check out our lineup of cars, trucks, and vans and SUVs, and let's stop in for a test drive.
Come see us on the John American Flag during our award season event or jump online at GlimmerDodge.com.
911, what's your emergency?
Sometimes just any response doesn't quite say it all. There's texting.
Sir, we just received an emergency text. Hello, my friend just ran off the road and we are in water. Hurry, please, please hurry.
Then there is calling.
911, what's your emergency?
My friend just ran off the road and we're in water. It's coming in the car. Hurry. Please hurry. There's water in the car.
The Federal Communications Commission and major wireless carriers have partnered to support Text to 911, and Indiana is at the forefront of this implementation. Text to 911 capability is now available in most areas within state borders. This is of great help to the deaf and speech impaired and in other select situations. For more information, visit in911.net.
It's good to hear your voice, ma'am. Help is on the way.
911. Before you text, voice is best.
In a world where summer thirst runs rampant, a new type of refreshment looks to rule. From the creators of Pepsi, it's Pepsi made with real sugar. Featuring explosions of taste and more flavor than one summer can handle. With chilling performances from Pepsi, wild cherry and vanilla flavors, a real big summer is on its way, and it's closer than you think. Pick up a Pepsi made with real sugar for a limited time. Pepsi, live for now.
If you're driving down the road and your car dies at the light, you know you've got to make it here, cause we can make it right. Bumping down the road, transmission's about to blow. We're the ones to fix it right. We're the name to know. Russ Moore. Russ Moore Transmission. We're here to get you going.
If you suspect a transmission problem, come in and talk to the trusted leader in customer service for over 50 years, Russ Moore Transmission.
Russ Moore. Russ Moore. Russ Moore Transmission. We're here to get you going.
Call Russ Moore at 482-9414. We're on Coliseum Boulevard West and in Warsaw. Or visit us at russmore.com.
Comet Hockey is brought to you by Auto Owners Insurance and Insurance and Financial Services in Auburn.
Last time we're going to see this guy, I guess, for the year. Al Sims, former Comet coach and record holder when it comes to being behind the Fort Wayne bench. And I'm sure we felt a lot of angst for you. This isn't the kind of year you've ever had in this league, but you inherited a lot of situations. You've been trying to patch it up. You've done the best you can, and you just don't find a lot of people around by the time you show up, do you?
Yeah, it's been tough, Bob. We got rid of a couple of guys who were real disturbances in the room and made it a lot better. We got a great bunch of kids right now who are really positive and give the effort every night. You know, we play in Toledo and lose 3-2, and we play well against the best teams and lose 4-3 or 2-1, but, you know, we just don't have the confidence in winning because we haven't done much winning. So, you know, you're expecting to lose almost every game you go out, but the effort's there from these kids, and I've been happy with them. And, you know, we got some new kids coming in, some college kids. We got 3 or 4 in the lineup now, and, you know, they've made a difference. So it's been fun, and, you know, the losing ages you, that's for sure. But, you know, next year, hopefully, we're going to turn this around, and we're going to flip, you know, this losing to winning.
Well, I know early in your return back here, you went into Kalamazoo and had a great victory night.
Yeah, we did. Yeah, we won a game 7-3 and just blew them right off the ice in their own building. So I don't know if Kalamazoo wasn't ready or we were just on that night, but it was a great win for our guys. In the first 2 games I coached, we won, which was great. So, you know, it was a quick turnaround, but, you know, eventually it is what it is with our hockey team, and we're just not good enough to compete. But as long as our fans see the effort, like the last home game the other night, we had 6,200 people. So they support us win, lose, or draw in Evansville.
Well, I know Ron Gary's a great guy, but boy, does he hate to lose.
Yeah, he does. You know, Ron takes it harder than anybody, and just a great guy, but first-class owner, just like the Frankies here, and treats his people real well, and, you know, he's been a joy for me to work for.
Well, at least I hope you can see the light at the end of the tunnel, because it's pretty unfair to give you much of a rating because of all the things you've had to do just to keep it on an even keel.
Yeah, it's true. We've made 6 or 7 trades, and, you know, unfortunately, all our trades are for futures for next year, and we're building, you know, a goaltender and our back end for next year, and, you know, it's looking real good. We've got 4 quality players coming in that can play in this league on defense, so that's the one thing I had to shore up, and I made a lot of deals for that. And like I said, no help this year, but next year hopefully we'll see, we'll reap the rewards of these trades.
Who's your affiliation?
We're with Ottawa Sounders and Binghamton, the Binghamton Sounders, and Binghamton's not doing well either. They're not going to make it, and they've got 5 of our players, so, and they've had them for 2 months. So I haven't had an American League kid here with our team, you know, except for the first month I was here.
So you got a busy summer already planned.
Yeah, exactly.
You're going to have some vacation, I hope.
Yeah, we'll take a few weeks, but, you know, Ottawa is going to be good to us. They promised to help us in the second year of the deal, and, you know, they've already been instrumental in getting some of these college kids here. So I think with their help, we can really build a winner.
Well, you know, as you know from your long history in the game, you don't win them all, but if you've got kids out there who are given whatever they've got, and fans can see that, that's what they want.
Yeah, I think that's the one thing, the comments we've got on the forums and from the fans in Evansville, that, you know, that's such a difference since Al Sims got here with the players' efforts, their commitment to winning, to the, you know, to every game, and, you know, they haven't seen too many slouchy games out there, so they've been happy with the effort, and so have I. You know, you can't be unhappy with these kids if we don't have the talent. That's just the way it is. But, you know, at least give the effort, and they do almost every night.
Well, and again, win, lose, or draw, that the effort is there, as I say. And there isn't anybody in this league you can overlook for a moment, including yourselves, who are not the biggest, you know, strength in the standings. But you guys come to play, and you make some pretty good games out of everything you do.
Yeah, we're definitely playing the spoiler role, and I know Toledo was panicking a little bit when we were up 2-1 late in the second period. And, yeah, you were hoping. I know. I was trying to do it for Gary, but it was, you know, one of those things. They got us, and then they came back and won 3-2. But it was a heck of a hockey game.
They're a heck of a hockey game.
Yeah, they really are. Fast, big, good goaltending. That Lurg is, you know, for a little guy. I mean, he moves in the net like a cat, and, you know, he was the difference in the game. He made some tremendous saves.
Somebody had to shoot him, but he moves so quick you can't get him anyway.
That's right, exactly.
Those are the kind of things that make this league a great league.
Yeah, it is. I mean, the league, even in the 2 years I've been gone, is just leaps and bounds. I mean, these kids are big, fast, can skate, shoot, you know, do everything, and it's not much below the American Hockey League, I'll tell you. It's really been a thrill to be back in the league coaching and just seeing the teams and seeing the players and how good this league has become.
Well, we wish you well, Al. I know, as I say, it wasn't the shortest year, even though it was a half year for you. But you can see the light at the end of the tunnel. It's vacation.
Yeah, that's the main thing, Bob. I think, you know, a little break here and refresh myself and then get excited excited about the kids we got coming in next year. And, you know, like I said, like Gary flipped 17 kids last summer, we're probably going to be doing pretty close to the same. And, you know, hopefully we get the same results.
Well, you know, your affiliate is so important to give you 3 or 4 or 5 guys that you can count on to form a team around, or at least be a nucleus.
Right.
And I know you didn't have a lot of them this year at all.
Yeah, unfortunately for us, like I said, you know, 5 guys got called up, and they're 5 of our best players, and we replaced them with Southern Pro League guys, and you just can't expect the Southern Pro League guys to be what those guys were, and that's the pains you go through, and every team does is go through it, and you just have to find a way to keep your team viable when those things happen.
Well, keep it going, and I know your spirit never wavers. I mean, there are times I know you get a little bit frustrated and discouraged, but you got next year to look at, and you got a long way to go, but you got a lot of things you can do. It won't be hard to improve this thing a lot.
Yeah, it is. I mean, 14 wins, you know, we want to double that next year and maybe get to 30, 35 wins, and, you know, it's going to be a rebuilding process, and, you know, I'm looking forward to the challenge, and, you know, Ron wants a winner. He's dying for it, and he's given me a good 3-year deal here to get things done, and so I got 2 more years to really, you know, get things in order, and, you know, hopefully we're going to do that, and got a good assistant coach very similar to Gary Graham, a young kid, 26 years old, Josh Bolia, and he's chomping at the bit to get at it like Gary was, and, you know, hopefully produce another good coach in this league underneath me.
Well, you know, I wish you luck and good hunting in the summer. Have a good vacation. Be ready to roll, eh?
All right, Bob, say hi to Murph.
I will do that. Thanks, Al Sims, my guest. Be back in a moment. This is Comet Hockey.
For over 100 years, Fort Wayne's famous Coney Island Wiener Stand has been serving up great food, friends, and fun. Join us at historic Coney Island and experience those delicious hot dogs and Cokes still served in the little bottles, just like when you were a kid. Serving patrons at its original location, downtown at 131 Main Street for 100 years. Find them on Facebook and at Fort Wayne's famous ConeyIsland.com. Open 7 days a week. Fort Wayne's famous Coney Island Wiener Stand, celebrating 100 years and the Komets.
Sound off with the Komets all season long, Mondays at 7:30 on 21 Alive, as Tommy Shegler and guest Komets take you inside the program, answering your questions live from the Sport One Parkview Ice House. Then Thursdays at 7:30, your phone calls, tweets, and emails are answered on your favorite college and pro teams in Parkview Sports Medicine Sound Off. And in the granddaddy of them all, The Score, plus more of The Score and 18 Komets road games on MyTV Fort Wayne. And you have the most local sports coverage hands down. And it's all from 21 Alive.
Indiana Wesleyan University empowers busy adults to earn top-ranked degrees and start the journey of a lifetime. Here's graduate Fleer Diedrich.
I wanted to reinvent my career. I'm very good with numbers, and as a former Air Force mechanic, I know the value of the right training. That's why I'm getting my accounting degree at IWU.
IWU offers flexible degrees for busy adults at learning centers throughout Indiana, Kentucky, Ohio, and online. Where will your journey take you? Follow this story and many more at #IWU Journeys.
And now, back to Comet Hockey with Bob Chase.
All right, a little quick look at the Meyer out-of-town scoreboard, and games underway. Wheeling and Elmira tied 1-1. 11:58 to go in the second. In 9:32 to go in the second at Indy, Toledo leads Indy 1-0. Reading and Florida tied 1-1, 3:27 into the first. And, of course, this game 1-1 at the end of 1. Brampton and Quad City are scoreless. Allen's at Wichita. Missouri at Rapid City, and we'll get more later. Right now, we are back to Comet action, and the face-off goes to the K's. Here we come, up the middle. Lead pass, good to the line. In they come, going deep. Ouellet, nobody gave it a phantom pass off on the wing left side, and it deflects up onto the glass and into the crowd. So we will face it off deep inside the Evansville zone as this second period just underway. 12 seconds so far have expired. Komets home Friday night, of course. That will be Elmira in Indy on Saturday. 5 games left after the night regular season. Here they go, and the Komets get a deflection deep into the corner. Severyn kind of shaking his head. He tried to get out of the way of that one, and it just flat didn't work. Komets now, it's going to be cross rink as Tam sets up the play. Gets it back. In go the Komets wide. Severyn cruises behind the net. Jammed hard to the wall. He's knocked down. Komets try to play it, but here comes Evansville up the left side. Moving hard to the line as Tam lined his guy up, and they bailed it out. Here the Komets look out. Severyn has it taken away behind the net off his stick. Still trying to move it. Out it comes. Still no, but the Komets still trying to play. Now they're at center ice with it. In they go. Ouellet going cross right into the corner, right side at the net. It's blocked. Came back to Severyn. Severyn had it on his skate, but he's nailed to the wall by Harris. Up they come. Komets try to hold it. Nobody on the far point. They were changing lines. And here comes Evansville back at it again. Dumped by Antoine down to the Fort Wayne line. Good hit that time as Leach stands his guy up. Komets back up the wall. Trailer, whoa, look out front again. And they're losing their zone. What the heck is going on here? Now they send it cross rink again. Came off the left point. Out in front of the net. Komets get it back. Here's Daniels. Move it. Here he comes at center. Good lead pass all the way into the zone. Left wing, it's going to be Ouellet going in deep. Run off the play behind the net. Komets fight for it. Embach going in, try to handle it. There's like two lines there. They were in the middle of a split. Faille trying to dig it off the wall. Embach's got it. Came back in the corner as Embach knocked down. Faille goes in hard, hits his guy. Puck squirts loose, and back up we come. Moving it. Still on their own end as Evansville tripped long, going to the Fort Wayne zone. We have an icing call. So with the icing, the face-off all the way back inside the Evansville zone. 17:53 to go in period 2. This is Komet Hockey.
On the ice, on the court, or on the field, the Orthopedic Hospital and Fort Wayne Orthopedics are there to provide complete orthopedic care for injured athletes or weekend warriors. Fort Wayne Orthopedics and the Orthopedic Hospital of Lutheran Health Network, official sports medicine provider for the Komets and an integral part of Fort Wayne sports for over 20 years. Go where the pros go. The Orthopedic Hospital and Fort Wayne Orthopedics are a dedicated team of sports medicine specialists, licensed trainers, and therapists, specially trained to keep you in the game.
You are listening to Komet Hockey with Bob Chase, Radio Ringside.
Komets try to get a play, and it bounced out to center ice. Good defensive move that time as it's pushed off by the Komet defender, Martin. Here they come back at center. Martin gets a good hit on his guy, but they stay onside with it. Now flipped down in the corner, and an offside call is made against the Evansville Icemen at the Komet blue line. So we'll face it off in neutral ice. Everybody changing them up again, making sure they get the match they're looking for. It's going to be tough for Gary to make matchups. He doesn't have a clue half these people are. A lot of new bodies out there. Grambaugh going to the faceoff. It goes to the Fort Wayne D instead, and up ice they come. Moving it is Tam back at the line into the zone. Tipped wide by Severyn. Off into the corner, but recovered by Johnstone behind the net. Kept alive by Perlini. Perlini goes to chase it down, has his man tucked away. They jam it at the net. Coming out front that time again, Ouellet, but it just didn't work out. Now they rotate it deep. Here's Perlini. Perlini gets away from the first check. Trying to find a guy. He's got the point man right, going point left. Here they go at the net. It's blocked. Komets get it back. I was trying to settle that one deep was Tam, and he had it blocked on him. Tam backing out at the point. Sends it all the way into the corner left side behind the net. Ouellet's got it again. Spins away from one. Ooh, right out. Score! I believe it was Severyn got out front, and he was hit by Ouellet with a perfect pass, and he buried it. So Severyn gets the goal as we strike first here in the second period. Severyn the goal. Ouellet will have an assist. 2-1. Komets on the board, and that came at 3-3-3. So we're back in the lead. This is Komet Hockey.
The destination is yours with Excursions Trailways Motor Coach Company. Excursions Trailways operates trips from Indiana and Ohio to destinations in the continental U.S. and Canada. Excursions is the proud official motor coach provider of the Komets, Tin Caps, IPFW, and St. Francis. They provide excellent customer service and clean, well-maintained coaches with courteous professional drivers. Choose your destination and give Excursions a call at 260-485-6167 or visit them on the web at excursionstrailways.com. This is Komet Hockey.
Faceoff stays inside the Evansville zone. Komets try to play it. It swept back deep into the corner and around behind the net. Out, flop, and it took a funny bounce. Recovered there by Griner. He has it taken away. Here's Szydlowski with it. Feeds it on behind the net where it's Faille with it again. Faille gets away from two of them. Keeps coming. Right in front of the net that time. Embach tried to circle it in deep. Came at the point. Can they hold it? Yep, it is Szydlowski who's got it back, and he couldn't hold it. Here they come as Sid spun off the play. No tripping called. Look out, man out front. Drive, save. Up we come. Sid at center. As spinning away was Embach. Couldn't face the play. No icing is called. It went right to the net. Embach is there, and they'll take a whistle on a face-off inside the Evansville zone. So the Komet goal, it was Severyn, and the assist on it did go to Ouellet. 2-1 Komets. That was at 3:33 of period number 2. This is Komet hockey.
Hi, Komet fans. This is head coach Gary Graham. Everyone at Texas Roadhouse would like to give a big yee-haw to the Komets and their fans for voting Texas Roadhouse as the best steak at Fort Wayne. And as a thank you, just come in and visit Texas Roadhouse on game nights and receive your complimentary blossom when you wear your favorite Komet jersey. Check out the Komet Corner at Texas Roadhouse, home of the fall-off-the-bone ribs and hearty steaks, made from scratch sides, fresh baked bread, ice-cold beer, and legendary margaritas. Be there on game days with your favorite K's jersey and receive your free blossom from the Texas Roadhouse. Go Komets.
Komet Hockey is brought to you by Auto Owners Insurance and Gregory Associates in Fort Wayne.
Komets now break out of the zone. Clark coming to center. Standing still that time was Lowry, not moving, but they get it back again. Into the zone they come, all the way left. As bumped hard was Martin, lined up that time by Grambaugh. Puck in behind the Evansville net. Now they'll start a breakout. Komets get their line changed, and they go into forecheck. Perlini putting pressure on the puck. Here they come to center. That's all the way into the zone, and no icing is called as Martin had to go back in a hurry. Front of the net, they had a man taken away. Komets back up ice on the move. Perlini into the zone now, going wide. Perlini trying to get it at the goal mouth. It's there, and he couldn't get a pass off. Here they come. Komets back again. Good move by Ouellet. Put it out front. A shot and a save, point blank, as Vazano challenged him and made the difference. In go the Komets. Now deep on the zone, flying after the puck. Johnstone, the big D-man. Komets take over and back up the wall. Unable to get it out, Perlini. Perlini going in, bumps his guy. It came to center ice, front of the net. Played around as Ouellet dumped it wide, but it's intercepted right out front again. Now what's Ouellet going to do? Gives it away at the point. Back on the half wall. He checks his guy. Komets cover. Passed out front. Ouellet turned away from the puck. He was heading for the bench. All right, here they come again. Komets try to break this one up. Is going in hard to try to deflect it. Was the Komet D-man, Mike Tam. Here they come again. Let's go over the defense, going hard. Faille into the zone, but it deflected by the defender Humphreys, and back comes Evansville to the Fort Wayne line, shoveling it deep in the corner. Daniels is there. He's tied up, but the Komets break out. Here they come. Bad pass that time as Embach. Finally in it goes. Picked up by Faille, got the play. Back in the corner. Szydlowski covers the puck, couldn't finish it off, and now it's taken away by the Fort Wayne D. Back in they come, trying to get a shot away. Rebound out top. Rebound, look out. Komets collided with each other in front of the net, couldn't finish the play. Up the near wall. Good hard hit on McDonald. Out come the Komets at center. Here's Szydlowski. And he goes right side. Trailer on the play. Faille got a shot deflected. Komets behind the net. Get it back. Here they come again. Komets still have it. Up top, Szydlowski. He's double teamed. Drops it back in the corner. All the way up the slot. Got to shoot. Can't do it. No shot right side. Off the wall. Daniels can't make it go. Komets get it back. Daniels returns with it. It's Faille. Batted it out of thin air. Picked off instead this time as the Komets go in deep. Leach squeezed at that one. Komets keep it alive. Embach heads down deep. At the point, Leach puts it on net. Taken away by Faille, but he couldn't hold on as Evansville comes to center. Fort Wayne zone intercepted by Joey Leach. Komet defense working their way back at center. Here they come, still working into the zone. All the way up front. Shot, save, as that time it was actually Schrock who worked his way into the zone, carried off by Martell, and the faceoff will stay inside the Evansville zone. 2-1 Komets, period 2. This is Komet hockey.
This is Scrap Chat with Max Hall, reminding you that while all metal has value, not all metal recyclers value you. At OmniSource, guys like me tell you what your metal's worth and how to make it worth even more the next time. Because we grind up and spit out scrap, not customers. Find freight advice and fair payment at an OmniSource yard near you in the Fort Wayne area. For locations and a list of metals we buy, visit OmniSource.com or call 855-OmniBuy, 855-666-4289.
Oh, wow. Can you say good morning? I just discovered a new way to start my day off right. It's Tim Hortons Cafe and Bake Shop's new Right Start Turkey Sausage Breakfast Sandwich. An amazing combination of fresh spinach, cheese, and an egg white omelet on an English muffin. It is 300 calories of delicious. And that, my friends, is all kinds of right. Gotta love your morning with Tim Hortons Cafe and Bake Shop. Great tasting breakfast, amazing coffee.
At participating U.S. restaurants for limited time.
Comet Hockey is brought to you by Auto Owners Insurance and Colligan & Company in Fort Wayne.
All right, face-off will stay in the Fort Wayne zone after the icing call. Off to the left of Roman Will, the Comet goaler. Comets get the face-off behind the net. Martin coming up on the wall. Look out, it's taken away from Lowry on the half wall. He tries to get it back. Now he still can't get it out of the zone. They're reaching, they're not moving and being physical. Comets up the middle, Schrock intercepts. And it goes as Saul rips it around the far wall. Turned in, Lowry trying to hold it on the half wall deep. Puts it out front. It got on by Schrock. Back up ice. Here comes Murray. Evansville to the Fort Wayne line, feeding it into the zone. Sowdeck can't get a shot away. Up they come. Good move there as the Comet D tying him up in the corner. Working hard. Back down the wall. Nice move there by Martin. Here's Saul working his way back. Get a look at it. Attaboy. Schrock going in. Left wing going to the corner now. Nicely, Comets out front. And it's an offside play at the line as Lowry jumped into the zone a little bit too quickly. Shots on goal now 18-17, favoring the Comets here as we get early on into period number 2. Both teams changing them up again. 2-1 Comets. This is Comet Hockey.
Are you looking for a great way to entertain family, friends, clients, or employees? Or just treat yourself to a night of entertainment? Luxury suites or club seats at the Memorial Coliseum can be exactly what you're looking for. Whether it's a Fort Wayne Comet hockey game or other sporting event, a concert or family show, suites and club seats at the Coliseum are available on a single event basis. Amazing food and drinks delivered right to your seat. You'll never miss a moment of the action. Call the Premium Seating Office, 260-480-2186. About the suites and club seats at the Memorial Coliseum. Comet Hockey is brought to you by Auto Owners Insurance and Insurance and Financial Services in Auburn.
Comets now on that power play trying to get it going. They keep the pressure on deep in the zone, but a save there as Vazano jumped out, came off the kick rail, and bingo, we got her back. 2-1 Comets with a chance to increase it. See if we can get the job done or not. Change them up again. It's Severyn, Perlini, and Ouellet up top. That's the power play combo. Martin has the puck. He took it from the wall. All the way cross rink, a slow pass. Now they send it behind the net. Ouellet had to chase it, but there was nobody there, and they never got it protected. Now Martin out at center ice. Everybody had to get back on side. Here they go. Into the zone again. It's Severyn. He couldn't make the play. Sends back to the D. They recycle it again. They're still looking to recycle. Last man back. Finally, Severyn into the zone. Here we come, going hard to the wall. And Ouellet moving it out at the point. Severyn now half wall left side looking in front of the net. Can't play it. All the way up top and trying to get the shot away. No good. Perlini. Here's Ouellet out the wall, half wall right side in front of the net again. And they can't get it moved. Comets over skated. Back, good defensive play by Fort Wayne that time. Took it away as Martin was beat. But fortunately, they managed to save the bacon. Here they come back in the corner. An icing call against the Comets. 9:31 to go. Period 2. 2-1 Comets lead. This is Comet Hockey.
Here's some good policy from your local independent agent and Auto Owners Insurance. When you insure your home and car with us, you receive a multi-policy discount. And when you add Auto Owners Life Insurance, you get a special discount on your home and car insurance. Auto Owners Insurance will save you money on all of the insurance you already have. Now that's good policy. Auto Owners Insurance, the no-problem people.
For all your insurance needs, visit Colligan & Company in Fort Wayne. And now, back to Comet Hockey with Bob Chase.
Comets giving it away all over the ice. Boy, Martin gave a fat pass to nobody. And there were just nobody around to play it, and they throw it away again. But Embach finally comes up with it all the way inside the zone now on the trailer. feeding it wide, trying to get him out front. Here is Faille out at the point, all the way far side. A drive, and that one deflected high. Oh, and Lowry gives it away. He never even looked behind him, and he was all covered by the back check. Grandpa was standing right in the way. Here we come again. Move it, move it, move it. Nah, waited too long. Up comes the cross-rink pass, still moving it. Komets into the zone, nicely covered into the corner. Here's a drive, and hanging on this time is Vizano, as it was Szydlowski who put a scorcher on him. 8:32 left in period 2. The score 2-1 favors the Komets. This is Komet hockey.
Need a good night's sleep? Then get over to one of Mattress Firm's 4 locally owned showrooms, including our Super Center on Coliseum Boulevard. Bring in your Komet game ticket stub to receive 15% off Sealy Posturepedic, Stearns & Foster, and Hampton & Rhodes. Mattress Firm has the largest selection of all these brands and every Tempur-Pedic available. Mattress Firm offers easy credit and payment terms up to 5 years at 0% APR. Nobody sells for less. Mattress Firm, nationally known, locally owned. America's #1 sleep shop.
It's time to get financially fit with Partners First Federal Credit Union. Right now through April 30th, transfer your high-interest credit card balances to a Partners First Visa card with an introductory rate as low as 3.99% for 18 months with no balance transfer fee. Terms and conditions may vary depending on your creditworthiness. Lose all that high-interest debt weight today and become financially fit at Partners First Federal Credit Union. Part of your community, part of your tomorrow.
Partners First Credit Union.
You're listening to Komet Hockey with Bob Chase, Radio Ringside.
All right, ready to go again as the faceoff will be deep inside the Evansville zone. 19-17 shots now favor the Komets. Faceoff goes again to Evansville as they're controlling the faceoff circle. Here they come back up ice all the way into the Fort Wayne zone. Wide of the net, Saul puts his head down, digs hard, icing the call. Touched up there by Martin. So they'll send it all the way back in the Evansville zone one more time for the faceoff. Komets home Friday night to Elmira. On the road Saturday night at Indianapolis. And we'll be on the air on WoWo. Radio Ringside 7:15 with that one. This one now back in the corner as Evansville gets another faceoff. Up the wall. Saul blocked it, but it squirts away. Here comes Evansville into the Fort Wayne zone. High shot off the wall. And spinning away from the check and getting knocked down on the play was Martin. Komets come back up ice. And at center, turned all the way in the corner. Schrock going after it hard. He's there. He's got it behind the net. Komets have it. Up the wall. Hey, front of the net. Deflected by wrist, but he was just short of trying to tip it in on the near wall. Komets try to break it up. Fort Wayne has it, though, at their own blue line. Back up they come. Tam going in hard. As Schrock sends it deep, Komets get a line change. Evansville back on the way, slowing it down, and the D-man Humphreys behind his own net starts up again. Komets good forecheck, broke it up. They've got it in the zone. Oh, up top, Komets are there. Here's the drive. Great save that time from Vizano. Point-blank shot. Komets keep it alive. Here they come again. Up top again. Can't play. Here we come. Komets good hard forecheck. Again another save. Pick back up as the Komets get a bevy of shots. Now cleared length of the rink by Johnston. Komets get it back at their blue line. It's Tam on a cycle. Moves it up deep into the zone. It goes, icing the call against the Komets. 7:06 left in period 2. 2-1 Komets hold the lead. Shots on goal 20-17 favor the Komets, and the tempo is picking up a little bit, which I'm happy to report. All right, face off. Who got it? Whoa, and I mean to tell you, they let Johnstone stand right in front of the net. Nobody in any way getting close to him. Now it squirts back out, and the Komets work their way back up ice. Here we go. Long shot going wide in the corner. After it is Perlini. He's there. Got it. The Komets get the touch on it. They move it down into the corner, scrumming for it. Perlini had it. Couldn't finish it off. Point man is going to be Tam out on the left side. If they can't get it out to him right now. Evansville working their way back, and at center, Komets overskated as it's turned by Lacoste at center. Komets back into the zone. Fed off on the short side to Tam. Tam dumps it off behind the net far side. Played around behind the net that time by Faille. Faille back in the corner. Goes after his man. Bangs hard on the play, and they clear it all the way to the Fort Wayne net. Komets come back on the attack. They get their line changed up the middle, and they pause long enough, so it has to be dumped in. Faille got surprised that time. Here they come. Fort Wayne zone back in the corner one more time. Komets have it. There's icing called this time against Evansville with 5:58 still left here in period 2. Komets with a 2-1 lead over the Evansville Icemen. Friday night, the Komets will be back home. 8 o'clock start. And the big bad guys are in from Elmira, the most penalized team in the league. How about that? All right, Komets look for the draw. They've got it. Spinning away was Daniels, trying to find a point man. He's got him. Don't be afraid to shoot it. It's knocked down in front. Komets now have to chase it all the way to the wall left side. To the point, kept alive by Leach. He hasn't poked off his stick. Komets are back. Stolen that time from Daniels. Here's a shot off the short side. Leach spins away behind the net. Coming off with the puck, trying to move it out. Good lead pass came up the wall. Take a look as Embach picked it up in his feet. Komets. Whoa, and what a chance they missed that time. Szydlowski was there and just couldn't pot the biscuit. Daniels now coming back, and he just barely clears the line as the Komets lose it. Pick back up. Evansville on their way. Into the zone they go, trying to get it in front of the net. They're there. Whoa, what a save that time as Roman Will saved the bacon on an incredible shot. Martel in front of the net had him cold turkey. And the K's break down again. And Will came up with a save of the game to keep the score at 2-1. Wow. Unbelievable. Toledo and Indy tied 1-1 going into the third period. Here we come. Face-off behind the net. Saul's got it. He has it taken away. Never got a piece of it. Here they come again. Up on the near side. Komets can't play that one. Turned off behind the net as Schrock sends it wide. Here they come up around the wall. On the half wall right, Komets break out. To Saul. He breaks in hard left side. Here's a drive that's blocked as he tried to cock the rifle. Couldn't play it. Here's Clark going cross ring. Whoa, front of the net, rattled all over the place, and here they come the other way. All the way into the zone, going wide, can't get by, as holding them off Martin. Out they come in front of the net. Komets get it back. Everybody all over the place. As the Komets now, what was this? Another giveaway that time by Lowry. Komets in their own end, move it back at center ice. Another giveaway. And here they come back, Fort Wayne zone, going hard to the line. Look out, shot front of the net, another shot as Antoine came by, got the shot, got his own rebound, and they're ganging up the front of that Fort Wayne net, and they've got Will working for his life right now. Now watch this. Look out, Saul got his pocket picked. He's back with it. And another terrible pass by Saul. Now they finally dump it at center, and the Komets are just hanging on, I swear. 3:45 to go. Period number 2, 2-1 Komets. Here's Evansville. It's Griner back into the zone. Nice save, but out at the point left side, another one. Here they come again, driving a man. Bushbacher's got it. Komets try to come to center. Evansville won't let them out of their own end. Hit somebody. Here's Ouellet trying to make a play. Hit that time by Tam. Up they come. Give them room to see it. From the point right side, they're going to get a shot. They fake it, feeding it off half wall left. Komets back for this one. If you have to ice it, do it, but here we come. 3 men down on 2, going into the zone. Into the zone now, Perlini feeds it back off. They tried for a shot, and they fanned on the play, and here comes Evansville with it. 2:50 still to go in the period. Komets hold that lead. Shots on goal, 26-20. Evansville, they have positively besieged us. Komets are back out again. Here they go, cross rink into the zone. It's Tam. Tam going wide. And drive out front, no rebound. Evansville back up 4-on-2. Here they come to the line. Somebody put your head down and go hard. Pick back up. Good move in the corner. Lacoste tying the puck and 2 guys up. Komets get it back. Nice move by Faille. Faille. He gives it away in front of the net. They got it again. Attaboy. No further action. Wow. Gary quick. My goodness, 2:19 still left. 2-1 Komets lead. They do, honest. And this is Komet hockey.
College living should be as exciting as college itself. Your home shouldn't be just a space to cram for exams while eating day-old pizza. Why settle when you can have off-campus, resort-style amenities where you can study, eat, socialize, and relax in style? Think The Grove. Think fully loaded college living. The Grove is currently leasing with rates starting as low as $440 a month. All apartments are fully furnished, utilities included. Choose your next home today at www.gogrove.com or call 486-5202. This is Comet Hockey.
All right, Evansville just getting their 27th shot on goal. They've had 14 shots in this period, and the Komets have had 10. Here they come, gave it away again. Another save. Will is he just got to field everything because the Komets can't get out of their own end. Oh my, let's see where this is going to go. Right now they've got to strengthen it up. Gary's really changing lines in a hurry here now for the Komets, trying to find somebody that can handle a puck long enough to get them out of trouble. All right, here we come again. Up they come to the point, all the way to the left point. Putting this one wide of the net. Look out front again. They jam for it. Move it, move it, move it. Here we come. Faille into the zone to Embach. Embach going wide. He's there. Shot, save. Faille behind the net. Lost it. Out they come to the point. As it'll be Tam sending it deep. Behind the net again. Up the wall. Nobody there. Here they come to center ice. Komets have this one. Just chipping away at that one. On a weak attempt was Leach. Here we come. Out of the zone. In hard, the Komets are there, leaving it to the zone, wide. Turn back off. Szydlowski dumps it in behind the net. Komets have it back. Came far wall. Daniels back in the corner. Faille sends it all the way to the point left side. To Leach. All the way cross ring. Played by Daniels. Daniels in the corner, falls down. Here they come back. Nice save into the zone. Kept alive that time. Szydlowski there. Oh, he missed an empty net. He was going to give it a soft little lob. Never got it off the ice, and he is really discouraged. But there was an icing call by Evansville. Man, when guys like Szydlowski are missing them, you know there's a problem down there. And Sid knew he had that one. That's why probably he eased up a little too much on it. All right, here we come with a face-off in the zone. Trying to get at this one was Lowry. Can't get it to the point up top. Here's a drive in front of the net. Came off left side. Here's Tam. Tam going deep. Behind the net, Ouellet can't get the play. And here's Evansville on their way back up ice. Into the zone. Back checking hard that time. Komets Lowry. Out they come to Tam. Tam going cross rink, and there was nobody around on that one at all. Komets hustle back. Off behind the net. Oh, my. They had Lowry open out front and couldn't get him the puck. Now back they come. Fort Wayne zone again. As Lacoste took his man off the play. Tam behind the net, puts it around the wall, and out ice they come again. At the line, in hard, trailer on the play. Komets have it. Here's a shot. Rebound, drive. Front of the net that time, Lowry. Lowry couldn't turn it in. Up they come. Komets try to hold it. They do keep it alive in the zone. And back in the corner, Severyn on the forecheck. Came out the far wall, tipped up. Komets had a piece of that. They still have it. Now it's Ouellet dumping it deep again. Off behind the net, recovered by Martel of Evansville, and the buzzer sounds, and the period is over, and the Komets are hanging on to a 2-1 lead, being outshot after 2 periods, 27-22. This is Comet Hockey.
I've heard a lot behind the bar here at Applebee's, and one of the most confusing topics is the raw food diet. Those are ingredients, not meals. But Applebee's gets it, and that's why they've created the Pub Diet. It has all of your bar and grill favorites made a little better for you, like the pepper-crusted sirloin with whole grains and the cedar-grilled lemon chicken. Packed with protein, under 600 calories, and only at Applebee's. Prices and participation vary. Alcohol advertisement intended for consumers 21 and over.
Bees Late Night means half-price select appetizers. Unwind with us Sunday through Thursday after 9 p.m. Midwest Gloves and Gear is always in full bloom and boasts a broad line of garden gloves and accessories that suit any gardener's needs. The Garden Glove line features many gloves for mom, dad, and kids. The accessory line features garden tools, hats, kneeling benches, bags, footwear, and more to help make sure your garden always stays in full bloom. When you need gloves and gear, think Midwest Glove and Gear. Chillicothe, Missouri.
On the ice, on the court, or on the field, the Orthopedic Hospital and Fort Wayne Orthopedics are there to provide complete orthopedic care for injured athletes or weekend warriors. Fort Wayne Orthopedics and the Orthopedic Hospital of Lutheran Health Network, official sports medicine provider for the Komets, and an integral part of Fort Wayne sports for over 20 years. Go where the pros go. The Orthopedic Hospital and Fort Wayne Orthopedics are a dedicated team of sports medicine specialists, licensed trainers, and therapists, specially trained to keep you in the game.
WOWO AM and FM, Fort Wayne.
Time for the Tim Hortons Coffee Break Intermission Report. Presented by Tim Hortons, the official coffee and donuts of the Komets.
Well, in a very loosely played game so far, the Komets hold a 2-1 edge at the end of 2 periods of play, and they're going to have to say thanks to Roman Will in that second period. He came up with a couple of sensational saves, or it would have been the other way. But he made the saves, and that's what counts, and that's why the score is 2-1, and that's what they pay Roman for, and he loves to do it. Isn't that nice? And that, in a nutshell, is kind of what happened in period 2. A goal apiece scored in period 1. Chris Ouellet at 9:15 unassisted, 1-0. Komets lead. And then back at 11:30, here we come as Joe Zarba gets the goal unassisted again. We're 1-1. Komets outshot 13-11 in the period. Second period, the only stat, Severyn, goal 5-3-3. Good setup that time by Chris Ouellet. He got the assist on it. And it's 2-1, and that's where it stayed. Shots on goal were 14-11, and again, the edge goes to Evansville. On the night, it's 27-22, as the Evansville Icemen have the edge when it comes to the shooting gallery. We have a few things we want to cover for you right now and let you know what's going on around the ECHL, and especially with the Fort Wayne Komets. And we'll have a little review of the rest of the schedule and the Komet playoff schedule. So you stay tuned. We'll be back in a moment and cover that for you, so you have an idea how you're going to plan your time. This is Komet Hockey.
Daniel Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram has added some new members to the team. Introducing the all-new Jeep Cherokee with legendary Jeep performance and incredible fuel economy, starting at $22,900 minus incentives. Also now on the starting lineup is the all-newly redesigned Chrysler 200 with its striking design and powerful standard engine. This is a new crowd favorite with great value. The new scrapper on the team is the all-new Dodge Hellcat. With 701 horsepower, this secret weapon will leave the competition wondering what hit them. Daniel is a proud sponsor of Komet Hockey, and we invite all the fans to come experience the difference in your next car buying experience. See the complete lineup of new Chryslers, Dodges, Jeeps, and Ram trucks, all at O'Daniel on Illinois Road next to Meyer, or online all the time at o'danielauto.com.
Introducing the new Subway Simple 6 menu. 6 of our best 6-inch subs, now in made just for you meals. For just $6 every day.
I got it made fresh at Subway.
Take your pick from 6 of our best subs, like the Italian BMT, tender turkey breast, sweet onion chicken teriyaki, and more. With a 21-ounce drink and a bag of chips, the new Simple 6 menu is value made simple every day. Yeah, you so got it made.
Subway.
Prices and participation may vary. Additional charges for extras plus tax. See stores for menu selections. Prices higher and less than Hawaii.
Here's some good policy from your local independent agent and Auto Owners Insurance. When you insure your home and car with us, you receive a multi-policy discount. And when you add Auto Owners Life Insurance, you get a special discount on your home and car insurance. Auto Owners Insurance will save you money on all of the insurance you already have. Now that's good policy. Auto Owners Insurance, the no-problem people.
For all your insurance needs, visit Gregory Associates in Fort Wayne.
This is Kaylee Schrott, catching a quick workout at Speece Fitness. When I'm not on the ice, this is where you'll find me and the rest of your Fort Wayne Komets. As members, players enjoy a wide variety of fitness equipment as well as full access to the many programs and services offered at Speece. Free group fitness and aquatic classes, large locker rooms with towel service, nutrition services, social activities, personal training and sports performance, an indoor track, aquatic center, and much more. And there's so much equipment at Speece Fitness, you seldom have to wait for your workout. Conveniently located off I-69 and Lima Road. Join the Komets and join the Speece family today.
Komet Hockey is brought to you by Auto Owners Insurance and Colligan & Company in Fort Wayne.
The first round of the playoffs, and regardless of who we play, it'll either be Kalamazoo, Cincinnati, or Wheeling. That gives you a lot of choice, eh? And this is the way it'll work. The Komets will open at home the 17th and 18th, which is Friday and Saturday. And then it will go 3 games on the road, which I still don't agree with, but that's the way the league had it. We'll play on the road in either one of those cities, Kalamazoo, Cincy, or Wheeling, Wednesday, April 22nd, Friday, April 24th, Saturday, April 25th. And then beyond that, the rest of the schedule will be determined as the games go. If we need extra games, that's the way it'll work out. But that is the first round of ECHL playoffs. The Komets open at home Friday, Saturday, 17th and 18th of April. And then Wednesday the 22nd, Friday the 24th, Saturday the 25th, they will be on the road, whether it's Kalamazoo, Cincinnati, or Wheeling. So that's the way that looks at this particular time. And just to let you know. Looking around to see what else has gone on, the only penalty in the hockey game, of course, occurred here in the second period. Evansville bench, too many men on the ice. And there was no harm done on that. It happened at 9:12 of the period. And that's the only stat we've had except scoring and shots on goal in this one tonight. Both teams kind of tending to business. It's not been a real physical game, and I think that's one of the problems we are having because we are not applying ourselves as we normally do to kind of get into the games early, bang them around a little bit, get them looking, make sure that they take care of their own business. But that's the way it's gone so far. Now, as we look elsewhere, and we don't know quite who we're going to play yet. Now, this is the conundrum because everybody's like bananas all in a bunch up here, and it may take the final game of the regular season before they finally decide who the heck's going to play who, eh? One of the things on the final home game of the regular season, and we started on that, and I'll try to cover it a little more specifically for you here, if I can come up with my schedule one more time, and this is it. The last game of the year, as always, is traditional. The year-end media ballot and awards for all the players who have excelled. And we started on it earlier, and I'll give it to you again right now so you understand about it. And that's always a big night. The Knob Brick Award for the Stonewall Defensive Forward of the Year. That's the guy you can count on by the head coach to play a tough game at both ends of the rink, no matter the situation. The Unsung Hero Award, the 530, is in tribute to Robbie Irons and the late Terry Pembroke, 2 longtime players and members of the Komet Hall of Fame. The award given to the player whose hard work, dedication to teammates, and love of the game and true spirit of legends Robbie and Terry Pembroke. Terry, of course, passed away March 5th this year after a lengthy illness in Texas. The award sponsored by the Komet Legends. The Komet Defenseman of the Year Award. This could be a tough one this year. It's for the Komet D-man and overall play at both ends of the rink. His teammates count on him to help move the puck up ice, work the power play, kill penalties, and usually play 40-plus minutes a game. And another one that's going to be, I think, a fairly easy choice, Komet Rookie of the Year Award for the player who's in his first year as a Komet and had not played more than 60 games at the pro level prior to this year. There are only 3 choices available: Eric Faille, Ian Bartow, and Roman Will. So it may not be as easy as you think, but we'll wait and see who makes the selection. And, of course, another one that's going to be a tough one, that's a head-scratcher, Komet Quarters Most Improved Player Award for the player showing the most improvement in his game from the beginning to the end of the season. The player must have been on the roster all season long to qualify for this one. The Wiegman Family True Komet Award is for a player best exemplifying team spirit, positive attitude on and off the ice, and a lot of credit here goes for public service and whatever involvement they have in the public sector off the ice and away from the rink. And you'd be surprised at how many of these players are involved with various groups around this city as part of what they like to do. A lot of them work with kids in other areas. You'd be surprised at the amount of time these players put in the city for charitable events. Now, the Mr. Hustle Award takes into account a player's personal stats, goals, assists, on-ice hits at home, and a player's overall up-tempo style of play. And this could be a tough one. There are a few Mr. Hustles out there this year, and it'll be interesting to see how they get it all figured out. And, of course, the one award that has no interference in the media whatsoever, and it is done by the Komet players themselves, and it's done by a secret ballot in the dressing room just prior to the time they come out on the ice for their first or for their last game of the year, which will be a week from Saturday against Cincinnati. And so the only person who will know in advance who the winner is Komet General Manager David Franke. And the players, of course, voting for who they feel within themselves has been the guy on their team, and that's going to be a tough one this year. Wow. We've got some outstanding young people, and to narrow it down to one is just going to be unbelievable. But somehow they'll figure it out. But whoever gets it, you know, will be well qualified and also probably very grateful for the honor his teammates have bestowed on him. So those will all be a week from Saturday night when the awards night comes along for the Fort Wayne Komet players. And then, of course, they'll settle it down and be ready to roll as the playoffs will begin. And we've already given you that first round schedule, so let's hope that everybody is ready to meet the call when the call comes, and we will have it all set and be ready to go. So that's what you're looking at here and now in terms of who's done what and where the players are going to be. We'll try to keep it all even for you up and down the line. All righty, let's see. We're waiting around here. The ice is about flooded. We'll be ready to go momentarily, as we're looking right now at an interesting situation. The Komets and Toledo have each played 66 games. Toledo's won 45, the Komets 44. Toledo with 14 losses, the Komets with 16, but the K's have 2 more overtime shootout wins. And Kalamazoo is in third spot at 71, followed by Wheeling at 68, the Cyclones at 67. The Indy Fuel at 63 have made an amazing comeback late in the year, and Evansville, our opponent here tonight, just has not been able to get on track. The Florida Everblades right now are the overall point leader in the league. They've gotten 46 wins for 99 points in 68 games. South Carolina in 68 games has 91. The Reading Royals in 66 games have 90. And it would be the Orlando Solar Bears with 78 in the fourth spot there. So it's pretty well spread out. The Allen Americans with 97 points down in the West Central. Rapid City has made a good move, but they're 20 points back at 77 points. Quad City Mallards at 75. The Tulsa Oilers at 73. And in the Pacific Division, the Idaho Steelheads are leading in points there with 96 on 45 wins. 87 points go to the Ontario Reign. 86 points go to the Colorado Eagles. And then the Alaska Aces with 75. So those are what is going on in terms of the various divisions. Tomorrow there are a couple of games in the ECHL. Gwinnett will be at Greenville. South Carolina will be at Orlando. So those are games we can look forward to at that time. And right now, let's have a look here to see what is going on around the ECHL. Another installment of the Meyer out-of-town scoreboards. Wheeling is at Elmira. Elmira is winning that one 2-1. Toledo is in Indy, and with the second period over, Toledo and Indy are 1-1. Toledo led 1-0 in the second period. Reading is at Florida, and they're halfway through the second period. Reading leads 2-1. And, of course, here the Komets lead 2-1 as we get ready for third period action. Brampton at home to Quad City leads 2-1, and that's the end of the first period of play. Allen at Wichita. Wichita leading 1-0 with 3:30 still left in the first period. Missouri at Rapid City are 0-0. And 2 later games on the West Coast, Alaska at Idaho, Bakersfield at Ontario. Those games are coming up. Don't forget the simple savings you get with Myers M-Perks digital coupons and rewards. Sign up today at mperks.meyer.com. All right. All the housekeeping chores are out of the way. We'll be back in a moment. This is Komet Hockey.
Looking for a full-service and elegant reception hall for any occasion? Then check out Classic Cafe's Catering and Event Center on Hillegas Road. Their totally remodeled, redecorated facility, beautiful and easily will accommodate up to 450 guests. They have 5 acres of land, perfectly suited for company picnics, car shows, or other outdoor events. Classic Cafe has been providing professional catering services in the Fort Wayne area for over 20 years, and they've earned a reputation for flexible service, great home-cooked foods, and all at very reasonable rates. They'll do it all: breakfast, lunches, and dinners, whether it be at their new catering facility or at your home, school, church, or business. So take it from me, Bob Chase, someone who's been enjoying the home-cooked food for years. If you're looking for a catered reception hall for your next event, give Classic Cafe a call at 458-2982 or check out the website at ClassicCafeInc.com. The Komet's choice for professional catering service.
Are you looking for a great way to entertain family, friends, clients, or employees? Or just treat yourself to a night of entertainment? Luxury suites or club seats at the Memorial Coliseum can be exactly what you're looking for. Whether it's a Fort Wayne Komet hockey game or other sporting event, a concert or family show, suites and club seats at the Coliseum are available on a single event basis. Amazing food and drinks delivered right to your seat. You'll never miss a moment of the action. Call the Premium Seating Office, 260-480-2186. About the suites and club seats at the Memorial Coliseum.
5 years ago, I was diagnosed with cancer, but thanks to advances in treatment, I survived. And when I look back and see how far I've come, you'd think the last thing on my mind would be a checking account. But a new checking account at Fifth Third Bank can help fund Stand Up to Cancer and their cutting-edge research. This groundbreaking initiative is helping save lives. Like, for instance, my life. Learn more at 53.com/SU2C. Fifth Third Bank, the curious bank.
Member FDIC, Stand Up to Cancer is a program of the Entertainment Industry Foundation, a 501c3 charitable organization.
Komet Hockey is brought to you by Auto Owners Insurance and Insurance and Financial Services in Auburn.
Hang on, here we go. This is the home stretch for the Komets and the Icemen tonight. It's the last time they'll see each other for the year as well, and I'm sure especially the Evansville Icemen will have a lot of different faces in their crew comes next year when Simsey gets it turned around. But right now, the Komets are leading 2-1, and they've been outplayed for 2 periods of hockey. Roman Will, definitely the hero of the second period, as he kept the Komets in and preserved that 1-goal difference. And that, of course, was Mr. Severyn who got that goal. So hang on and see where it's going to go. At center ice, here we come, ready for the faceoff. Faille looking at the draw. Moves it wide. Szydlowski ties up his man. It's at the Fort Wayne D. Back up the middle. Here's Embach. Weak pass, but he sends it deep. In goes Faille on the wall. Ties his guy up. Embach coming back. Blocks the passing up shot, but Evansville with it. Ooh, up the middle. Blocked once again. As Szydlowski almost steals it. Here they go. 2 men in, and Komets can't play it. Now they got it back, and it's stolen again. As Embach tried to toe drag that one. Now they come back at center. Szydlowski sends it in nicely to Faille. Faille going deep. He's run off the play by Humphreys. Around they come, and up the wall. Whoa, that came right behind Szydlowski, was skating away from the corner. Here they come this time. Sid, following his check, moves it back at center. Into the zone they come. Going deep, it's Embach, and he should have had a penalty for a slash. He didn't get it. Here they come back at center. Into the zone. Did he get the penalty or not? Can't tell you. Yeah, he got it. Wow, that was very, very... Did he get it? I can't even tell you. He hasn't called a penalty all night long, and that definitely would have been a call. It goes the other way. Can you believe it? I'll take it. All right, see who got it.
To number 22, Chris Rumble. 2 minutes delay of game. Don Pelly, 55 seconds. Evansville's 22 Rumble. 2 minutes delay of game at 55 seconds. It's time for...
All right, Komet power play coming at you. Delay game. Rumble shot it up into the crowd. Here they come. Komets at the point. All the way cross point pass. Picked off this time by the Komets going deep up the wall. Still no shot. On the half wall, turned by Clark. Clark now going high right point. Feeds cross rink, knocked down on the play. Clarkie's got it back. In the corner, wide left, you got to move to it. Ouellet still got it. Threw it away, and he's got it back again. He works for it some more. Komets have it. Up the wall, they jam it. They can't get it yet. Now they try to move it again. Here's Faille. Has he got it? Yep, he hangs on. Komets work at it. Still keeping it in the zone, but now recovered by Evansville. They dump it back in their own zone. Komets now at the net, turned off behind the goal, played back up ice, and on the move on the attack, it's going to be Jimmy Martin. Martin coming to center. Into the zone he goes. He's going to go by the D all the way back in the corner. Somebody in to help out. Martin puts it around. Nobody on the point the other side, but it's Clarkie who manages to save the bones. Here they come again, trying to move their way by. And a bad pass that was deflected, that time off the stick of Harris in the Fort Wayne zone. They send it back in the Komet corner. Komets change the power play. Thank you. And here they come again. This time it's going to be Daniels on the move. And he leaves it for Szydlowski. In goes Sid through the D into the corner. Sid up top. Whoa, front of the net, but not quick enough that time as they move it back the other way. Trying to take a look. Up the middle again. Oh, one too many passes. Way too many. Here's the drive. Front of the net. They scramble for it. It came loose. Who's got it now? Hanging on the goaltender. They outpassed themselves. Way out. Missed a couple of good shots. Thing about it, you shoot, make the kid go to work as Lozano would have had to grab something there in a hurry, but they kept firing it around the outside of the crease, and they never got a shot away. And they had a couple of pretty good opportunities, but we'll see how it goes. Here we come again. All right, Faille into the face-off now. Looks, comes the draw to Embach. He's tied up on the wall. Komets get it back. Daniels down the wall to Faille. Faille behind the net. Leaves it for the winger far wall. Back in the corner, can't find a man. Half wall left side, still nobody in the hole. Drive as Vizano comes up with that one. So they get the shot away. Vizano makes the save. We're on power play. Komets lead it 2-1. This is Komet hockey.
Daniel Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram has the deals you've been looking for on all the new 2015 models. Starting at $16,900, the all-new 2015 Dodge Dart is already a bestseller with great fuel economy and sporty looks. Now get incredible savings and low monthly payments on this new model. The Ram 1500 pickup, two-time truck of the year with more power and guts than any other truck on the market. With its striking design and powerful standard engine, this is one tough truck. Also, check out our new line of commercial ProMaster vans for all your work needs. And Chrysler has perfected the family vehicle with the Chrysler Town & Country. 7-passenger seating, dual TVs, satellite radio, and all with a great price and exceptional value. Come see the complete lineup of new Chryslers, Dodges, Jeeps, and Ram trucks, all at O'Daniel Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. We're on Illinois Road next to Meyer, or online all the time at O'DanielAuto.com.
And now, back to Komet Hockey with Bob Chase.
Komets try to keep it alive inside that zone around the far wall, poked away, still looking for it. They have it, still have it in front of the net. Turn cross rink on the play. Schrock just had to dump it wide. Nobody to cover. Here they come wide. Back in the Fort Wayne corner, going hard after this one. It will be Lacoste. Icing is the call against Evansville. And the face-off back in the Evansville zone. 16:31 still to go in the match. Komets with a 2-1 lead. This is Komet hockey.
On the ice, on the court, or on the field, the Orthopedic Hospital and Fort Wayne Orthopedics are there to provide complete orthopedic care for injured athletes or weekend warriors. Fort Wayne Orthopedics and the Orthopedic Hospital of Lutheran Health Network, official sports medicine provider for the Komets, and an integral part of Fort Wayne sports for over 20 years. Go where the pros go. The Orthopedic Hospital and Fort Wayne Orthopedics are a dedicated team of sports medicine specialists, licensed trainers, and therapists, specially trained to keep you in the game.
Knob Brick Company carries hundreds of styles of brick, literally something for every taste. With the change in the seasons, it's good to know that Knob also offers a wide variety of fireplaces, many of them Heat and Glow's finest, to add style to your home and warm it up on those cold evenings. They can even put a Heat and Glow insert into your existing fireplace to make it more efficient. Be sure to check out their fireplace showroom for some design ideas. Knob Brick is located on Fort Wayne's north side, not far from the Spees Fieldhouse. For a great heat and glow fireplace or that perfect brick for your home, see Knob, N-O-B, Knob Brick.
You are listening to Comet Hockey with Bob Chase, Radio Ringside.
All right, face-off will be inside the Evansville zone. In the circle to the left of their goaltender, Alex Fasano. Eric Faille now moves into the draw. He and McDonald are fighting for it. Komets have it all the way up top. Bad pass again. Come on, Sid. Sid just doesn't do those things. Here they come the other way, though. Full head of steam. Wow, nice save. Turned away as Roman Well puts the big mitt up and gaffs it. They blew right by the D that time. 15:31 still left in the match. 26-28 shots on goal. The Komets have had 4-1 to Evansville. The lead is still 1-2-1. Here they come, looking for the draw one more time. Up it comes, wide left side. Here's Embach. He lost it in his feet, got it back. Now he's coming out, lost it again. But at center, here's Szydlowski, shoveling it deep in the corner to Faille. Faille's there, up the wall. Sid following the play, still got it. Turns away from his man. Back out they come. All the way up top. He's looking again. He's still got it. In he goes. He's pulled down from behind. Come on. Daniels tried to make a play, got cute, tried to drag it, and he gave it away. Look out! In front of the net, almost with a shot. Zarbo. He has their only goal so far. Szydlowski in, covers his guy well. Komets move it. Here they come. Move it out on the wall. Turning at center. Faille. Lead pass into the zone. Here we come again. Looking at the net. It's deflected wide as Szydlowski had to wait for it. Faille going deep, tying his guy up. Now on the wall. Here they come. Outlet pass going hard up the left wing. Picked off at center ice on a good back check by Schrock. He turns it aside. Komets in on the zone. We have a line change on the play, and the Komets in the corner trying to move it as it's going to be Tam behind the net. And a weak pass, but out they come. Rebound out front. Nobody there for it. Here they come back at center. One man behind the defense going in hard to touch it. It'll be Tam icing the call. 14:44 left in period number 3. 2-1 Komets lead the Evansville Icemen. This is Comet Hockey.
It's Chevy Truck Month, when you can depend on Silverado, the most awarded pickup of 2014. And once you've built a family of the most dependable, longest-lasting full-size pickups on the road, you find new roads to conquer and introduce Chevy Colorado, the 2015 Motor Trend Truck of the Year. Chevy trucks, high-strength steel for high-strength dependability. And now you can depend on great offers during Chevy Truck Month. See your Northeast Indiana and Ohio Chevy dealers. Dependability based on longevity 1987 through April 2013 full-size pickup registrations.
This is Comet Hockey.
Komets going in deep. Clark had the puck. Now got it back. Bounced off him. Schrock goes in, digs it out in front, but it's intercepted. Back up ice we come. Moving on the left wing to the Komet line, Murray. He's checked off nicely by the defender, Lacoste, who wraps him a dandy. Up they come, trying to play it. In center, here's Schrock on his way. At the line, slides it deep. Komets in a line change. 1 forecheck on the play. That's Risk as he holds him off in the corner. Changes back out except for Risk. Digging at it is Ouellet. He had it for a minute, couldn't finish it. Foot race on for the puck this time, and it'll be Saul. Sends it out at center, intercepted, and back on the attack, Bushbacher. And he goes right side. Komets come back with it again. Here we come as moving it off on the wing. They cough it up in their own end. Back, they've got to go down that gall dang wall come regardless. Here now they're breaking out. Here's Severyn feeding it into the zone to Saul. Saul whoops it in behind the net. In they go. Severyn gets a hit on his guy, knocks him down. And Saul, who went deep, gets flattened on the play. Komets have it back. Far side, Saul tries for the shot off a stick up onto the screen. They keep it alive in the zone, though. Out it comes, and at center, it's Daniels taking a look at it. Here they come, right back to Ouellet. Here's Ouellet. In he goes. Protects the puck going deep. Stolen by Humphreys, and Humphreys trying to come back with it. Here they go again. Save. Point blank shot out front by Faille. So conversation on that one, no doubt about it, but it's okay apparently, whatever they've done to it. Lines change again. 28 shots for the Komets, 28 shots now for the Evansville Icemen as we have 12:24 still to go in period number 3. 2-1 Komets, and this is Comet Hockey.
College living should be as exciting as college itself. Your home shouldn't be just a space to cram for exams while eating day-old pizza. Why settle when you can have off-campus, resort-style amenities where you can study, eat, socialize, and relax in style? Think The Grove. Think fully loaded college living. The Grove is currently leasing with rates starting as low as $440 a month. All apartments are fully furnished, utilities included. Choose your next home today at www.gogrove.com or call 486-5202. Comet Hockey is brought to you by Auto Owners Insurance and Gregory Associates in Fort Wayne.
All right, Komets still with it up top. Whoa, score! It was Szydlowski taking a pass up the slot and banging it home. And that came at 8:21. Sid gets the goal. Gives the Komets a little breathing room. And they needed it, believe you me, as they were struggling. We'll see who had the assist on this one. But it's now 3-1 Komets. Szydlowski, 36th goal of the year. He's booming them. Give him that kind of a chance, he puts them away. Here we come again. In the
Fort Wayne, Comet goal. His 36th of the season, scored by number 27, Sean Szydlowski.
Here they come the other way into the zone.
Assisting on the goal, number 72, Eric Faille. And number 53, William Lacoste. Time of the goal, 8 minutes, 21.
So the K's are up. Faille keeps his point total alive. Came wide front of the net. Komets blitzing away now. Out at center ice, the Fort Wayne D turns it aside. Wiped off on the play was Tam. They send it back. Fort Wayne gets it deep inside the Evansville zone. Evansville back with it as the D-man Humphreys tries to set it up. He caught his guy at center ice, but going in hard is going to be Lacoste trying to run the winger Murray off the puck down in the corner. They jammed for it. It came away. Komets trying to come back. It's cleared to center ice, and Evansville's got it again. Down they come, Fort Wayne zone. Here's Tam back up the near wall. Komets circle trying to move it wide at the line. Chug, 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 in they go. And all the way down deep into the zone that time, as Clark had no one to pass to. They move it out in front of the net. Can't get the shot, hanging on his will, and no further play. Puck gets, I should say the net gets knocked off the mooring, and that's the end of that at 10:29 remaining. We're in period number 3. And the Komets now have advanced to a 3-1 lead. Szydlowski's 36th of the year. Assisting on the goal were Faille and also Lacoste. Face off now back in the Fort Wayne zone. Off to the right of Roman Will, the Komet goaler. As it's Risk into the draw. He's battling away there with Antoine. It came to the near wall. Trying to turn it back is Martin. He's banging away on his guy, and he's got to be careful or he's going to end up getting himself a penalty. It came out front. Komets chip it back up the wall. Here comes Schrock. Beats his guy over center. In front of the net. Here he goes. Big defensive move by Martel, who just took a dive at Schrock and made it work. Out at the point, Komets get it back, and it's given back to Saul. At the net, the shot saved. Trickled off behind the goal. Turned behind the net as it's this time Perlini. He's banged away on the play. Wheels behind the net one more time. Risk gets a shot at his guy. Kept alive. Down in the corner it goes. Far wall. Risk has it. Risker looking, trying to get it back up the wall. Kept in by Saul. Risk got it back. Wheels behind the net. Here's Perlini. Perlini now on the half wall drive, and it's all the way back to center ice. All right, here's Risk. Pops a big one down in the zone. As Saul a little bit unhappy because somebody worked him over pretty good that time. I believe it was Freeman. His first name also Cody. Komets go in deep now on the forecheck as Faille tries to keep his man busy. Nice move there as it's Embach who slides under the forecheck. Score again. Szydlowski. Loose puck front of the net. That's Sid's 37th of the season. Faille and Embach will assist on the goal at 10:46. This is Komet Hockey.
The Fort Wayne Holiday Inn, next to the Memorial Coliseum, is the official hotel of the Fort Wayne Komets. The hotel has special Komet hockey packages that include deluxe room accommodations, plus 2 tickets to a Komets home game. Enjoy dinner before the game at the Mastodon Grill, or a drink after the game in the Faculty Lounge. With 6,000 square feet of banquet facilities, the Fort Wayne Holiday Inn is perfect for your holiday parties. Call 482-3800.
Want to live a healthier life? You don't need to train for a marathon to do it. Even small changes can help you feel better. And at Parkview, it all starts with one word: go. Go for a walk. Go spend time with friends. Go do something simple right now to improve your well-being. And take the Parkview Go Challenge. It's all about creating balance in your life. Mind, body, spirit, and community. For more healthy ideas, log on to parkviewgo.com. Parkview, your partner in health.
Komet Hockey is brought to you by Auto Owners Insurance and Colligan & Company in Fort Wayne.
At it again. Komets on the rush. It was Szydlowski's second of the night, 37th of the year. Offside is a call as the Komets have increased their lead to 4-1. We still have 8:08 left in the match. So we will have a moment here apparently while everybody kind of regroups. 1 assist on that play. They did not give one to Embach, but Faille got it. So Sid's got 2 goals. Faille's got 2 assists. Embach has, I thought he had an assist on that. Maybe they'll give it to him later. But right now, while we have a moment on the ice, we're going to pay for this one. Komets with a 3-goal lead. This is Komet Hockey.
Trust the doctors at IPFW Athletics and the Fort Wayne Komets Trust. Aaron Chiropractic is well known for providing quality yet cost-effective care for sports injuries, muscle, and joint problems. They're one of the only clinics in the region to provide its patients with pain relief utilizing numerous therapies, including acupuncture, massage, and rehabilitation. Aaron Chiropractic is conveniently located in Northeast Fort Wayne. Find us on the web at aaronchiro.com or call 492-8811 to schedule an appointment.
Introducing the new Subway Simple 6 menu. 6 of our best 6-inch subs now and made just for you meals. For just $6 every day.
I got it made fresh at Subway.
Take your pick from 6 of our best subs, like the Italian BMT, tender turkey breast, sweet onion chicken teriyaki, and more. With a 21-ounce drink and a bag of chips, the new Simple 6 menu is value made simple every day. Yeah, you so got it made.
Subway.
Prices and participation may vary. Additional charges for extras plus tax. See stores for menu selections. Prices higher and less than Hawaii.
Komet Hockey is brought to you by Auto Owners Insurance and Insurance and Financial Services in Auburn.
All right, here we come. Komets on their way back on the attack, going in deep that time. Tam couldn't get the puck. Now they're looking in behind the net. They throw it wide, and there was nobody there to cover it. And here they come, 3 men down. On the rush, it's going to be Grambois going to the zone. He's looking. Nice save again as Will puts the elbow on that one. In it goes behind the net one more time. Round the far wall. This one comes to center. No harm done. Recovered there by the D-man Rumble. He sends it back Fort Wayne zone. Into the zone they go as Tam took a little look at it. Now he goes wide left side trying to make it work. All right, now spinning away. Here comes Martin trying to find his way out of the zone. He's got it so far. Turned back in as Schrock tried to dump it to the breaking man. Here's Schrock. He backhands it around the corner. Goes in hard on the play. Checks his man off the puck. That was Martel. Puck cleared all the way back to the Fort Wayne blue line where Martin sends it back. Schrock turns it in deep again. They call icing on this one. Yep, they do. 6:50 left in this one. 4-1 Komets. This is Komet Hockey.
Sweating through another barn burner at your team's bar?
Sure am.
Wish you had some ice-cold refreshment?
You bet.
Then Coors Light may be right for you. Could result in meeting new people. Epic fist bumps, epic forearm bumps, epic or chest bumps, touchdown dancing, break dancing, line dancing, dancing like nobody's watching, awesome refreshment for the win, and one-of-a-kind Rocky Mountain cold refreshment. Ask your bartender for Coors Light today.
Definitely.
When cold refreshment calls, Coors Light answers. Frost-brewed Coors Light, the world's most refreshing beer. Coors Brewing Company, Golden, Colorado. With great beer comes great responsibility.
And now, back to Komet Hockey with Bob Chase.
Here we come. Komets now trying to get out of the zone. Intercepted. Clark's got it. Going in far. Left side for Schrock. Schrock tips it behind the net. Clark's got it back. He's hit hard on the wall that time by Harris. Out it comes, but they try to keep it alive. Harris dumps it off behind the net. Komets get a line change, and here comes Evansville again. Martell on the lead, trying to go wide. Can't make it. Out at the point left side. Dumping it in is McDonald off the D. Out front. Whoa, Komets pick it right off the doorstep. Here it comes. Faille had to send it back in the corner. Here we come again. Too many people off behind the net. Man alive, I'm telling you. Here they come. Faille saves the bacon again. Turns behind the net, and the Komets break out. Leach up ice to Daniels. Long cross-ring pass right on. Here we come. Faille took it back. Out front, Embach is there. Round behind the net. He's looking up top. Here we come. Bad pass intercepted. Griner coming to the Komet line. Cannot get by Leach, who calls him off. Man in front of the net. Couldn't get there for the play. They tried to keep it alive. It came to center ice. Komets couldn't hold on to that one. They dump it back in the corner. Chip back out at center ice. Faille couldn't hold that one either. And now back it comes to Evansville. With the puck is Zarbo. He has it taken away. Komets try to go in deep. Couldn't get to the pass. Line change out for Fort Wayne. 5 minutes still left in this one. 4-1 Komets. Evansville back at it again, sending it wide of the net, and around it comes near side. And that time Will didn't quite get the pass he wanted, and the Komets couldn't get it out of the zone, as it was Ouellet picked off on the corner. Here's the Komet defender, Tam, out at center. Komets into the zone. Here's Ouellet, sends it off behind the net. Trying to get it is Lowry down deep in the corner. Ouellet's got it back in front of the net again, and they get a shot, and right on the goal mouth. Severyn couldn't finish it off. Lowry's got it back, and he out-stick-handled himself that time, and here comes Evansville the other way. To the corner, Bushbacher couldn't get the shot away. Around they come, moved back up by Ouellet, ties his guy up down on the wall. Gramboy all tied up. Komets up front. Here's Lowry. He's got a chance at this one, going left wing, as deep into the zone that time goes Tam. Off into the corner hard. Lowry trying to check his man loose. Here comes Evansville back. 4 minutes left in this one. They flip it through the D. Down on the corner, Murray going deep on the left side for Evansville. Gets it off the wall, turned to his forward. Can't play it again. Komets fight for it, can't get it. Now here it comes. Good cross-ring pass as Clark opens that one up. Here's Schrock, in he goes. Can't get to the play. Up they come. Clark in, checked his guy off the play. They jam it down in the corner. Schrock's got it back. Here they come at the net. Just wide. Clarkie's got it again. Behind the net, played by Risk. Risk now is tied up, but he comes up with the puck anyway, trying to move it. In the corner, a little touch pass by Clark goes to Schrock up the left side. Into the slot. Here's Risk. Spins away. One more time. As all the way to the point right side. Spinning in, getting away. Once was the Komet D-man Martin going deep. Feeds it around behind the net. Komets fight for it, can't play it. Evansville back on their way with 3 minutes left. Dumping it into the Komet zone. Back comes Martin to play it. Martin's got it. He stops, turns back off to the D-man left side. Here's Saul coming all the way back at the line. Unable to handle it. Komets get it back in. His Risk dumps it deep. In after it in a hurry goes Szydlowski. He's got it. Ties it up on the wall. Still got it. He's still got it now. They hang on. Can't finish the play. Up ice it comes as Harris breaks to the line, trying to get a man in front of the net. They couldn't get the pass. Nice play. It's blocked by Will, and they get another one on goal. Around behind the net. Komets with it again. It is going to be Leach waiting around. Everybody sets up on him. Here they come back up the middle. And dragging it again, trying to make the play. Embach couldn't get it done. In go the Komets deep, followed by Leach. Leach is run off the play in the corner by Johnstone. Picked back up. Komets try for it. On the wall, picked back up as Johnstone gets it back. All the way to the point. Left side scramble at the goal mouth. Look out. It came wide again. Embach couldn't get to it. Around behind the net, here's Leach. As they're just storming the Fort Wayne net now. Moving it up on the half wall right side. It's Johnstone with it again. They're just sending it around the D out to the left point. Now right point play as Evansville moving it around the net. Still can't play it. A penalty call against the Komets. Into the corner they go. Can't make the move. The whistle blows. And an elbow call is against Fort Wayne. We have 1:43 left in the match. 4-1 Komets. This is Komet Hockey.
Oh, wow. Can you say good morning? I just discovered a new way to start my day off right. It's Tim Hortons Cafe and Bake Shop's new Right Start Turkey Sausage Breakfast Sandwich. An amazing combination of fresh spinach, cheese, and an egg white omelet on an English muffin. It is 300 calories of delicious. And that, my friend, is all kinds of right. Gotta love your morning with Tim Hortons Cafe and Bake Shop. Great tasting breakfast, amazing coffee.
At participating U.S. restaurants for limited time.
21 Alive News is local, setting the standard for reporting news that hits home, live, anywhere, at any time. News when it breaks, when it hits home. The experience to deliver with veteran anchors and reporters, united to bring you the highest standard of community involvement. Make it personal, make it real. Your news is alive. 21 Alive.
You're listening to Comet Hockey with Bob Chase, Radio Ringside.
All right, little disagreement down below. Good hip check by Tam, and that was not exceptionally popular with the recipient of that one, who happened to be Grambois. So now they're going to give Lacoste a penalty, as we're going to be 2 men down.
Common penalty to number 53, William Lacoste. 2 minutes tripping.
Trip to Lacoste. And the time of that one was 18:43. Well, we're down to 3 on 5. Pull the goaltender and let her fly, Al. No reason.
Here are the penalties for Evansville's number 17, Travis Grandbois. 2 minutes roughing. For the Komets, number 53, William Lacoste. 2 minutes tripping. Time of the penalties, 18 minutes, 43 seconds. Evansville 17, Grandbois. 2 minutes roughing. Komets 53, Lacoste. 2 minutes tripping.
All right.
Time of the
they doubled them up, so they're still even. We're down 4-3. Komets cleared length of the rink. So the coincidental minors, no problem there. Here's Evansville. Back up they come. Broken up by Faille. He goes in hard, but beating him to the puck. Humphreys, the D-man. Faille goes in hard, looking at it again. Faille out in front of the net, knocked his man off the puck. But here's Evansville into the Fort Wayne zone left. Zarbo can't get the shot. Looking, feeds deeper in the corner, around behind the net. Here's Saul. Saul's got it, lost it in his feet. He lost it again, trying to dig it out. Up the half wall, they dump it down the corner as Humphreys. They had stolen into the zone. Here they come. Looking for help all the way up the middle. Here's Szydlowski. He got a shot away, but he was thwarted on the play. Back they come the other way with 15 seconds. Down in the corner, trying to get it up top. Here they come. A drive that's blocked. Another one blocked around the wall. 8 seconds left in front of the net. Another one cleared to the corner by Saul. Picked back up with 3 seconds. They're going to get another shot. Here they come, looking down the half wall. Buzzer. End of game. 4-1. Komets the winners. This is Komet Hockey.
Here's some good policy from your local agent and Auto Owners Insurance. When your insurance policy comes from us, it comes with something extra, a real person. Don't buy from an insurance company with an 800 number and a voicemail menu. Auto Owners Insurance operates exclusively through local independent agencies here to help you 24/7. Now that's good policy.
For all your insurance needs, visit Insurance and Financial Services in Auburn. Need a good night's sleep? Then get over to one of Mattress Firm's 4 locally owned showrooms, including our Super Center on Coliseum Boulevard. Bring in your Comet game ticket stub to receive 15% off Sealy Posturepedic, Stearns & Foster, and Hampton & Rhodes. Mattress Firm has the largest selection of all these brands and every Tempur-Pedic available. Mattress Firm offers easy credit and payment terms up to 5 years at 0% APR. Nobody sells for less. Mattress Firm, nationally known, locally owned, America's #1 sleep shop.
I've heard a lot behind the bar here at Applebee's, and one of the most confusing topics is the raw food diet. Those are ingredients, not meals. But Applebee's gets it, and that's why they've created the Pub Diet. It has all of your bar and grill favorites made a little better for you, like the pepper-crusted sirloin with whole grains and the cedar-grilled lemon chicken, packed with protein, under 600 calories, and only at Applebee's. Prices and participation vary. Alcohol advertisement intended for consumers 21 and over.
Bees Late Night means half-price select appetizers. Unwind with us Sunday through Thursday after 9 p.m. Welcome to the Comet Hockey postgame show, brought to you by Napa Auto Parts. Here's Bob Chase.
All right, it's over. The Komets win at 4-1, but it took a long time to shake them, I'll tell you. The Komets had a 2-1 lead after 2 periods of play, and Evansville was just not about to quit. And finally, Szydlowski made the difference at 8:21 of the third when he scored, making it 3-1, and that kind of loosened the game up a little bit, but Evansville never quit right till the final buzzer. I'll tell you that. Here's the way it went. It was Chris Ouellet at 9:15 of period 1, his 16th of the year, 1-0 Komets. Then back comes Zarba at 11:30 of the period, making it 1-1. Both goals were unassisted, and that was it after 1 period. Second period, and finally the winner at 3:33, Severyn from Ouellet, made it 2-1. There was 1 penalty in the period, and that was Evansville. Too many men, a bench call at 9:12. No harm done on that one. Shots on goal at the end of 1, 13-11 favored Evansville, and they outshot us 14-11 in period number 2. And in the third period, as we go into it at 2-1, it was Rumble who picked the delay of game penalty up at 55 seconds. No harm done there. Szydlowski at 8:21 is 36th. Faille and Lacoste had the assist. 3-1 Komets. 10:46, Szydlowski's 37th. Faille assisted on that. 1 assist, 4-1. And that was the end of the scoring. Leach an elbow at 18:17. Lacoste a trip at 18:43. And then it was at the same time, Grambaugh had a slashing call. Shots on goal overall, 34-33. And in that third period of play, 11 for the Komets. Let's see, 27 for the Evansville Icemen. That's the only period we outshot them during the game. And we were not that superior to this hockey club, I'll tell you. Simmers got them skating like crazy. And they gave us everything we could handle. No doubt about it. We'll be back with a look around the rest of the ECHL in just a moment. This is Comet Hockey.
Like surprises? Not when it comes to keeping your car running. That's why it's no surprise people go to Napa. With more than 400,000 quality parts and the know-how to back them all up, Napa is the difference between getting it right the first time and getting it right eventually. Napa know-how. 400,000 quality parts and 1 catchy song.
Napa, where Comet fans get their parts. Comet Hockey is brought to you by Auto Owners Insurance and Gregory Associates in Fort Wayne.
All right, let's have a look at the Meyer out-of-town scoreboard. Final time for the night. Unofficial final at Elmira, it was Elmira 4, Wheeling 1. Unofficial final in Indy, Toledo came back as Indy was leading them 2-1, and they scored 2 in the third period. And that made the difference, 3-2 Toledo, as they keep pace with us as we go down the line. Reading is in Florida. Third period still going, 2-2 the tie there. And, of course, let's see elsewhere. Brampton at Quad City at the end of 2. They're tied 3-3. Allen is at Wichita. 6 minutes still left in the second. They are tied 3-3. Rapid City at home to Missouri at the end of 1 leads 2-0. Idaho at home to Alaska leads 2-0 halfway through the first period of play. Still to follow, Bakersfield at Ontario, as the California boys will have a little later start. Hey, don't forget the simple savings you get with Meyer, M-Perks, digital coupons and rewards. Sign up today at mperks.meyer.com. Remember, Friday night, the Komets are home here. 8 o'clock start to the Elmira Jackals. Saturday night, the Komets will be in Indy. Next Wednesday, a week from tonight, home to Cincinnati. They will be in Kalamazoo a week from Friday and finish the season, regular season, here the following Saturday night against Cincinnati. That, of course, also will be awards night for the Fort Wayne Comet hockey players. So that's our story from here. Big win for the K's as they keep pace with Toledo. Let's hope somebody stubs a toe before it's over and it's not going to be us, huh? That's my story. My name is Bob Chase. 4-1 Komets over the Evansville Icemen. This has been a WoWo Comet Sports exclusive.